Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What is up? Welcome back to Brothers to the End podcast.
Episode 20,
20.
baby.
Dude,
20.
next podcast, our podcast is going to be 21 years old. Our
21,
baby.
and we're going to
21
get fricked up to
episodes.
celebrate. We're still on for that,
Are
right?
we really
because
doing that?
I was really looking forward to it, mostly because that's all I've been doing in quarantine.
Is just drinking?
Alcohol.
So wait, you've been preparing, you've been practicing.
I'm going to literally down like an entire fifth of alcohol in a one podcast sitting and be completely fine.
That is not healthy. It's not good.
There's a lot of things that I'm doing right now in quarantine that aren't healthy.
Like, look at your beard's almost as long as mine. For those of you listening, it looks lavish.
So
It is beautiful.
I actually, it's been a conundrum for me because
Conundrum. Okay, interesting.
because I haven't ever been able to grow facial hair. It usually looks really, really gross, right?
Okay, right.
You've roasted me before about
Yeah,
how
but I
dirty
play
and
roast
stuff.
you because I think I think you look better with facial hair.
Okay, maybe now, but here's the thing: I've never had facial hair before, so like I don't know what I'm doing, right? And I feel better. I feel better when my face is clean shaven. I feel like I look better, but that's just me. So many people have been like, don't shave. I posted a thing on Twitter the other day of me with facial hair and then me clean shaven. I was like, what do you guys think, Twitter? Because right now I really want to shave and everyone else is telling me not to. And they're like, oh, just clean it up a bit. Just, because right now I have a wicked neck beard going. You know, it's getting a little crazy around the cheekbones and stuff.
Yeah.
And, I'm aware of this. But the issue is I've never once trimmed. I don't know how to, dude, I literally don't know how to clean up my facial hair.
So you're all or nothing.
Yeah, I haven't. So that's the thing is I'm open to it now.
Am I going to have to show you how to trim your beard?
If you would dad me through trimming my beard, I would actually really. Okay, so no joke, it's actually been stressing me out, and I was like, dude, I wouldn't mind cleaning it up, and I was like taking a poop yesterday, and watching YouTube videos on how to shape your beard and how to trim it up, and I've been I'm really nervous about it. I got drunk last night, and I was like, you know what, let's do it. And I literally shaved a little bit here, and I was like, oh, it's gonna come out crooked as fuck. Yeah, and I stopped. I was like, hell nah.
I mean, here's the thing, man. No one is gonna look at one side of your face while looking at the other. So if you mess up in some of the spots, dude, nobody's gonna know.
Unless I'm looking head on,
I don't think my lineup at the bottom is straight. I don't. I do it quickly too. I'm like, that's good enough. That's good enough. I do it quick. But you know why? Because it grows back in 2 days.
Bro,
and then you just have to do it again, and it's quarantine right now,
and that's the only reason I haven't shaved yet. Is because I don't leave the house. Yeah.
But I read all those replies. 80% of those replies said, keep it, clean it up, but keep it. So why are you so hesitant to keep it?
Because I've never had facial hair before.
Try to branch out, try new things.
I did that. I was the one with fucking 2 feet long hair.
Well, yeah, but that's different. That's a completely.
I was
different
branching
thing.
out, bro. We were talking about that today on my stream. I don't know.
Had hair, dude. I sometimes I forget you had hair.
Long
that.
hair.
Yeah, you had hair. How long did it get?
Dude, it was down to my nipples.
Down to your nipples. So what is that like? That's 2 feet. That's got to be 2 feet.
Almost, yeah.
You cut it off and donated it, right?
Yeah.
So and there's at least a minimum for donating.
It has to be 10 inches, I think.
10 inches
minimum.
Okay.
So it was definitely.
So it was way past that.
I think so. I think it was closer to 14, 16 inches.
Still, that's ridiculous. The longest my hair got halfway past my ears, and I was like, nope, I'm done. Bye.
Yeah.
And it looked like a bowl cut.
That's the thing right now is I like my hair when it's a little bit longer on top. Everyone complaining about not being able to get haircuts and stuff right now. I like my hair at this length. It's the sides and stuff. When my hair starts going over my ears and it just looks really sloppy, it's so long in the back. I got the
little baby mullet,
early stages of the mullet going on right now. And it's scary, bro. I don't want. Oh,
this is why I wear hats 90% of the time.
Yeah,
because then I don't have to worry about my hair at all.
I streamed earlier. I wasn't wearing a hat, but it was dark in my room, and so I was chilling. Right, you couldn't really tell. You can kind of make out things that were going on, and I knew we were doing the podcast, and I was like, Nope.
Put a hat on,
today,
you good
brother.
to go. Dude, that's how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever I'm too lazy and I'm just like, man, I don't want people to laugh at my bedhead, I just throw on a hat. And then I have hat hair. That's the thing. Once you commit to a hat, at least for me, I can't take it off.
Yeah.
There's some people, man, they wake up, they put a hat on, they take it off throughout the day, and their hair looks great. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah.
How fucking dare you?
I had one of those moments
Cool.
a couple of streams ago.
Awesome. Must be nice.
Where they're like, why are you wearing a hat all the time now? I like it, but why are you wearing a hat all the time? I was like, because I have to deal with this, and I ripped the hat off like just to mess with it. It was like perfect. I was like,
man,
dude.
but
it was
be
like
nice.
mad lucky. If I did it right now, I probably would not be.
Yeah. Oh, see, he just took his hat off for those of you listening, and his hair looks great, and I hate him. Mine, see, yours like has volume.
Oh no, dude! Put it back on. Stop! You're scaring our viewers away.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. I got like a 7 head, dude, because my hair gets like pinned back, dude. Come on, that's not fair. This is why I don't take my hat off once my hat is on. Right? This is terrible. Dude, no matter what, I got headset hair, I got hat hair, I got bed head. Dude, I can't just... One of these days, man, I'm just going to say, fuck it, bzz, and just go bald.
I was ready to do that right now.
The return of Baldy.
Bald glove, dude.
Yeah, one day. Maybe for the kids. It usually has to be charity related.
I mean, that is justifiable. And then when you get made fun of in real life for it, you can just be like, hey, no, I did it for charity. Did you raise $10,000 for some kids yesterday?
Yeah,
no, you
exactly.
didn't.
Sucker.
Oh, you're telling me
Don't be making fun of me with your perfectly groomed hair.
You're telling me you wouldn't shave your head for $10,000 if you raised $10,000 for the kids?
I bet most people wouldn't.
What assholes?
I bet most people wouldn't.
Garbage.
Whoa.
Garbage human beings.
They're not garbage. I mean, come on.
If I walked up to someone right now and was like, hey,
I'll donate $10,000 to kids in need if you shave your head, and they said no, that's a garbage human.
Very few cases. Well, no, I mean, if it was like, if I went to like a person who just had shorter hair and was like, hey, if I donated $10,000 to a charity of your choice right now, just a buzz cut, and
just a buzz,
they said
bro,
no.
I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
for the kids.
That's $10,000 for the kids, man.
For the children.
Yeah, no, I feel that. But anyway, yeah, quarantine. I think you should keep the beard. I mean, dude, all you do is,
I just need to clean it up.
Do what every other dude does. YouTube trimming beard or lining up beard.
I watched
doing
one
something.
dude.
Well, there you go. Watch more and then do it. The hardest part is lining this up, like lining up the sideburns where it meets your beard towards your jaw. Keeping that lined up like in a straight line.
I have trauma when it comes to stuff like that. So,
listen, you're almost 30 years old. Grow up.
I was in high school, and
you didn't grow facial hair in high school.
No, it has nothing. It has to do with straight lines. I can't draw a straight line, dude. Okay, this is serious. Okay. I was in high school in my math class, and I knew the answer to the problem on the board, and so I volunteered to go up there, and we were working with graphs at this point, and I go and just to draw my straight line for the graph, and it was a little crooked, a little wavy at some points, but you got the gist of it. It was the right answer. Mm-hmm. And my teacher just roasted me, dude.
Because you couldn't draw a straight line?
Because I can't draw a straight line.
Most people can't. Most people can't draw perfect circles, straight lines.
Some people, yeah, but dude, it's actually
you know what my biggest
issue. So I'm scared, having to do a straight line. I won't be able to because I can't draw a straight line. You're supposed to be able to shape.
But it doesn't have to be perfect on your beard. There's ways to line it up. You put your finger down your ear and you just follow the line. There's ways. I can teach you, or I'll line you up. Because if I see it, I can do it easy.
I bet.
I got you. No, you know what I used to do? Okay, you know how we all had like the little just a regular notebook.
Yeah.
With the what is it? Ruler? I don't even know what it's called, bro. I've been out of school for 10 years. But there's a name for it. They're like college rule lines, the blue little lines in the paper.
I mean, we know what you're talking
about. Dude, I would start on the left side. And as I wrote, like the further down I got on the page, the more slanted it would get. And I would start my sentences to the right of every single I don't know how to explain it. It would not go in a straight line. It would go slanted all the way down.
Did you probably drew with it at an angle?
Yeah, I did. I wrote it at an angle.
So you just naturally, as your hand went down, you probably just started. Yeah.
But there's a line. There literally is this giant blue vertical line, and I wouldn't follow it.
Honestly.
Dude, anarchy.
Yeah.
Pure anarchy.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Yeah, true. I know they're quote unquote guidelines.
Yeah.
You know, come on, dude.
Rules were meant to be broken.
That's some. Well, that's not true. Where does that saying even come from? It doesn't even make any sense. That's the exact opposite of what rules are for.
They're made to be broken. I don't know.
They're literally made to not be broken.
They're made to be followed.
Yeah.
Most of the time, pretty strictly. You know.
Who fucking said that?
I don't know. If someone can look up the origins of rules are made to be broken.
Rules are made to be broken. Hitler made 1940.
Yikes, dude.
What?
Dude, maybe.
It
honestly,
probably is. So if you say
and
that,
look what happened to him. So.
You're definitely following Hitler, I would say. Anyway,
what a segue.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have brought up Hitler
actually,
today.
So what I suggested today, something that I want to do, we have a couple of topics that we're going to get to, mostly gaming related, but
we do have a lot of gaming stuff.
Dude, I was sitting there and I was like trying to look up topics and stuff like that, and albeit like a lot of it's on me. I've been super freaking lazy about like actually researching topics and stuff like since we've been in quarantine. So like the way it would normally work, it was like the gym time was like my also like time to like look at and see stuff that interests me, and I would like go through while I'm at the gym, and I would look up on Twitter and Reddit, and anything that kind of intrigued me I would write down, and then I would research and do whatever we had to do for the podcast. And I've literally been playing video games and streaming every single day, and that's it. Yeah. I'm barely even on Twitter. If I have a tweet that I want to send out, I'm on Twitter. I'm barely on Twitter anymore these days. And so it's like hard. Like, what do we want to talk about on the podcast? I was like, shoot, dude, like I really don't even know. So I thought maybe this week, because next week's gonna be full of content. We're just gonna be
2 weeks from now.
Yeah. And our 21st, we're gonna be in a shit face. But this week, I thought we would throw up. A lot of the times, like way back when we first started this podcast, we would take to the chat for questions.
Yeah,
and we would do like an AMA style thing. And I was like, you know what, it might be cool because most of the time, if you guys are listening to this right now and don't watch the live recordings, we do it live on Twitch every other week, and
we ignore the chat.
We tend to just not talk to or acknowledge the chat. We have you guys here. We can see you. So when you guys are being little shits, we know. But we tend to ignore you. But 20th episode, we've been doing this consistently.
True. 20 episodes, man.
Almost over half a year. 40 weeks.
I was going to say, it's been well over a year because we started at
52 weeks is a year.
52 weeks.
So we're 40 weeks. So we're literally like 2-3 more episodes away.
Wait. What? We're 20 episodes in. We haven't been doing this a year?
No.
Shit, dude. I thought we were past the year.
No. That would be...
Yeah, it'll be this summer.
It'll be...
We started in the summer sometime. Like, right?
I don't remember.
Shit,
I know it's 20 episodes. We do it every other week. We've been super consistent.
We have
albeit
been consistent.
A little late this week.
Okay, so you're right.
But...
40 weeks.
40 weeks.
That would make sense. Wow, dude. That's like quick math. Like you did that like right off the top of your head. That's super smart. You don't even have a calculator or anything?
No, I mean,
that's fucking intelligent.
You want to check my pants?
I don't
So we're gonna acknowledge chat today. We do have some stuff that we're gonna talk about. There's some gaming stuff that came out, which was really, really awesome.
We do have
some not so awesome that I'm ready to throw hands over.
Oh, a couple things not so awesome. Let's start off with the not so awesome.
Before that, though, feel free to, if you guys have questions or anything like that in chat right now, you guys are watching live. Yeah, get those questions prepped and
I
ready.
Swear to God, we've told all the boner stories already, okay? All the boner stories I could possibly ever tell have been told. So please don't ask about any boner stories. But everything else is, up in the air.
Maybe this is why we don't ever look at chat.
Yeah,
hey, guys, ask questions. Why are you such a cock boy, Gold Glove?
Shocking.
Dude,
man,
content, brother. Thank you so much. I'm so happy we got Twitch chat involved into this podcast. You know what?
Okay, we're going to start with the bad gaming news, and then we're going to go to the good gaming news. So the first things first, the Culling.
Oh, dude, it's back.
The Culling's back, but with a twist. A pay-to-play model. One free game a day? Is that what it said?
What you get, dude? And they made it sound like it was like they were doing us a solid.
Oh, you get one free game a day.
Yeah, I did. And
Excuse me, bitch.
They were, dude. Okay, so just a brief rundown of the Culling in general. It came out years and years ago, the first Culling, and it was a fantastic game when it came out. I know a lot of content. It was
all right.
I loved the Culling. There was a lot of friends.
It was different and it was fun and it was new.
I think it was way before its time. Right, it was, dude, 100%. It was a BR before BR's like it was before Fortnite.
There was
no what?
No,
Arma
Was it
2
before
BR
Fortnite?
mod. Yes, it was before Fortnite. It was like before like the rise of BRs.
Yeah, it was very early on in the BR.
And so I think it was just really ahead of its time. It was very, very creative. It was fun. It was funny. And we had a ton of fun on that game, okay? It was a blast. And then just, like, updates from them to stay relevant and, like, do things and try and update the game and stuff. It kind of just, like, lost its luster. A few bad updates later. It kind of fell off. You know, whatever.
They had like this really interesting formula, and everyone liked it. I'm pretty sure it wasn't out before H1Z1 BR. I think H1Z. I'm telling you, there was a BR out while that game was out. I remember. I swear, Culling was not the first BR, but it was like a melee oriented BR. It was very, very difficult to get weapons in it, or like guns in it. It was different. It was just like a different style. It was very fast paced. The map wasn't very big, and you could if I remember correctly, you killed people and you picked up money, and then you deposited them in vending machines. Credits, and you got items, right?
Yeah, you could get items, you can get loadouts.
So it was the first BR to do that.
Yeah,
and they had perks, which is funny because now we're all playing Warzone, and like all those things are in Warzone. So it did a lot of things right, and it did a lot of things that I don't know. It was just fun.
It was a very arcadey BR.
It was super arcadey.
Because I just checked, and H1Z1, it said H1Z1 came out in 2015. I don't know if the BR was out exactly in 2015.
Shortly after.
Yeah, but Culling came out early 2016. So.
Okay, so around the same time. But it was very early on, and then I don't know, it kind of fell off. I feel like
there's a couple bad updates, dude.
Yeah, I feel like it was very similar to H1. It's like
it had a crafting system. That's right.
Oh, it did have a crafting system.
You could pick up rocks and stuff and make knives out of them. And
that was cool. I feel like what was it with BRs then? Because H1Z1 had a really good formula too, and then they just decided one day, hey, we should just fuck up our entire game.
It's a quest.
Just change it. Fuck it.
It's a quest to stay to maintain relevancy. Like if nobody wants the same thing over and over again forever.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
I mean, some people do.
If they hadn't touched H1, like when H1Z1 was at its peak, if they had just kept that formula, that gunplay at least, and built on it little by little or changed some things here and there, I think it would have had a way longer lifespan than it did, them changing and adding a quote-unquote combat system, which changed the entire gameplay. It just changed the game. And then everyone was like, what the fuck? This shit sucks. Like, this isn't the same game we all fell in love with. How are you going to change? Like, the best thing about H1Z1 was, like, the two-tap. Yeah. Right? The two-tap headshot. Boom. One-shot headshot to the helmet. Helmet breaks. Another headshot kills the person dead. Jumping in and out of cars. Like, it was fun. Fast-paced.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a blast. And then they just gutted it and made a completely different gameplay out of that game. And that's what killed it, right? I mean, yeah, it was losing popularity before that, but that, sent it off the deep end. That murdered it. And that's the thing, look at PUBG. Look at how big PUBG was at one point, and they're not as popular as they once were, but they didn't change the whole fucking formula of their game. You know, it's not a different game. It's still the same game. They just add content to it. And it still has a decent player base. It's still a relevant game. Well, maybe not compared to, Warzone and, and Fortnite and stuff, but... That's hard.
They're still doing their thing. Yeah.
They made all the money they needed to. PUBG broke. I don't know what the record is now on Steam. Maybe it's been broken, but PUBG broke every fucking concurrent player record on Steam ever. Blew it out of the water. Have you ever seen that chart?
No.
It's it shows this chart of people on concurrently on Steam. Or games, it's like CS:GO and Dota, and they're battling it out for years, and a couple games come in, and then all of a sudden PUBG launches, and it just goes so far off the graph that the other games are just tiny and you can't even see them.
That's insane.
PUBG
I didn't know that.
was so massive. It was the biggest game, hands down. Granted, it was huge in Asia too. It absolutely blew up, but. And then, it's hard to stay that relevant. Nobody can stay that relevant. That was nuts. So, but the Culling, anyway, the whole point of this is the Culling is supposed to be back, their third attempt.
Well, okay, so that's what I was going to get to. So it was fun. It kind of died off in popularity due to a couple bad updates, whatever. Then they surprise released the Culling 2. There was absolutely no press, no marketing. They released a trailer. The next day, the game was out. And somebody who was like me, who's really, really fond of the Culling, the first one, was super stoked about this. I was like, sick, let's do it. Didn't really know much about it, but I trusted the Culling.
Did you play it? The Culling 2?
It's like $30, I think it was $30 for this game. All right, I bought it. Day one, it literally looked like if you took PUBG or H1, stripped out everything. It was no longer first person. It was a third person over the shoulder, and everything was like completely bare bones. You would like walk into these like just cookie cutter houses, and there would be like empty rooms with like maybe a couch, and then just like AK on the ground, Spaz on the ground.
That sounds like early PUBG, like alpha PUBG.
And it was fucking so ugly. The gameplay was terrible, and that's even if you can get into a game. It was like the first time I've played bad games before, right?
Yeah.
This is the first time I ever felt taken advantage of by a game company. No,
really,
joke.
this is the first time?
Dude,
Because I've felt that many times.
Not like this, dude. Not like this. They like literally, they specifically didn't post anything about the game because they knew it was fucking trash. They knew they were putting out a piece of hot garbage, and they just wanted to make every dollar they could and then just ride on that. And so I purchased it. I couldn't even get into a game at first. When I finally did, it was like the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then like the next week after this like horrid backlash, they're like, hey, we're sorry guys. To make up for it though, we're going to relaunch the Culling. For day one, Culling, we're relaunching it. You guys, if you bought it before, you're gonna be, and I'm pretty sure you had to pay for that if you've never purchased it before.
So you bought the Culling 2, and then it bombed. So they said we're gonna re-release the Culling 1.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're like, we're sorry. So then that happened. It didn't take off how they wanted it to, and so it kind of, I don't even know if the servers were back or were still on or something like that. It died, whatever. And then they just announced the other day this pay to play is what they're calling it. So you have to buy the game. You purchase the game.
I could find the tweet. I'm gonna find the tweet because it is ridiculous.
So you have to purchase the game. It's not free. If you they try to make it sound like they were doing us a favor, right? And they're like, if you purchase the game before, you'll have access to it. Oh, so this game that is like the game you're re-releasing without any fucking updates, I already own. I get to play it. Insane. Great. Thank you so much for that. But on top of that, now you will have to pay if you want to play it on a consistent basis, because you get one free game a day, and then you have to fucking purchase with tokens the rest of the games.
I got it. Here we go. So they tweeted, "The Culling is back. Server," and then the too long didn't read. Here's the quick notes. Servers live Thursday, May 14th, which is today, right? Xbox One now, PC later. So it's launching on Xbox One
first, yeah.
And it's live now, apparently. Big performance enhancements. Well, what does that mean? Is that
moving from PC to Xbox?
But is that big in performance like the second Culling to the third to this one? What does that even mean?
No, they're just. I'm almost certain that it's just like day one Culling, and they maybe have added some stuff to it. Not free to play, but if you've ever played it, you have it.
So wait, if I bought it on Steam, or I have it on Steam, how do I have it on Xbox?
I don't know if you do. I don't even know if you. That just is what is getting me right now. If you have it, like, it's not free to play, but if you have it, you own it. So I still have to pay money in order to play the game that I've already purchased from you guys. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like, fuck them.
$5.99 on Xbox Store if you've never played it, but I've played it, just not on Xbox, so I assume I have to pay $5.99 to have it. And then the next point, one free online match per day.
I quote tweeted this. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, what does that mean?
Was that this computer making noise? Okay, good.
I think, well, we're getting updates on this one too.
And then additional tokens options available. I have no idea what that means. That it literally makes no sense. This is another cash grab. So this is their okay. I'll say the first Culling was an attempt at making a decent game.
Oh, it's a great game. No. Don't even take that from them. Okay. It was a great game.
But now they're just cash grabbing. Now they're just trying. Like, dude, the money ran out from the second one, so now they're trying it again
in the most obvious way possible. It is so ignorant and so just. They're actually taking advantage of people. And there's like the part of me that wants to believe that they're like really trying to do good and create a great game. But I'm scared because I feel, well, to be fair, I don't know if anyone who worked on the original Culling is still at that studio. But if they are, they need to get the fuck out before they tarnish their name.
So here's another update. They posted this 8 hours ago. The Culling is live on the Xbox Store. We have set the daily token count to 10 tokens per day. Additionally, if you win an offline match, you earn an online match token. We have some additional plans in the works as well, and we'll announce those as they are added.
What is the offline mode?
I don't know.
It's an online VR. Do you have to play against bots?
You have to play an offline match against bots, win it, so you can play an online match against probably more bots and real players.
Oh yeah, that's so weird.
I don't know what that means.
Why do they think that anyone would want that?
That is one of the worst things I've ever heard in gaming. That makes no sense to me.
Dude, and that's the thing. Like, y'all, if you fuck up one time, you can apologize and might be forgiven. If you fuck up as bad as you did and then come back with some bullshit like that, dude, you will never have another dollar from me.
That is horrendous.
And you will never have trust from the majority of gamers.
I kind of want to play it just to see how fucking garbage it is.
So we were talking about this on my stream before the podcast, and they were like, somebody in my chat was just curious and looked out. There was 3 people streaming it.
Really?
And I didn't know I didn't have permission to restream their streams or anything, so I didn't. But I was kind of just like lurking in their channels, and it looked like day one Culling stuff, but
so same old same.
Yep. I didn't watch for very long, so I couldn't decipher if this was like a bot match or like an offline match.
Right.
I didn't know if they were running out of tokens or anything. Couldn't.
So that's just the first bad news in gaming that but that one is bad. I mean, I'm trying to think of like so there's been a lot more of these companies trying to take advantage of consumers with these shitty quick cash grabs.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it. What was the game? Stomping Grounds. Didn't we play it? I played it with Chief and Lane. I know that for it was like a dinosaur game.
Yeah. No.
I remember tying Chief up and we made like a cage and he was our sex dungeon prisoner. Ark? What?
Ark?
No, not Ark. No. Oh. Ark is a way better game than this.
I was gonna say Ark was
No, not Ark. This was long before Ark. It was called like the Stomping
Grounds?
No, Stomping Lands, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
it's like a dinosaur game. It was before Ark. I know, it sounds very similar to Ark. But we bought it and we bought it on Steam and we played it, but it was super bare bones. It was early access.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh man, this is actually super cool. Like, we're going to be able to tame dinosaurs. Like, this is long before Ark came around, so it was kind of ahead of its time.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, not a single update. Disappeared. Devs disappeared, never spoke about the game again. Just cash grab, because it was actually kind of decent. They made just a shit ton of money and then left. Never updated the game once. It's off Steam now. You can't even play it now. But yeah.
That's super unfortunate. Because I know like it's really, really hard. Being an indie developer is like super difficult at times. It's very trying, and I know that like if they're not making sales and stuff like that, a lot of times it's very hard for them to continue production and continue updating and stuff. So they might have like these big plans for their game and just don't have the means to actually execute them. And so I thought maybe that might be the case, but if they did really well and then they just kind of fell off the face of the earth, that's kind of scummy.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I think that's kind of the issue when you have early access, right? But early access is not going anywhere. Because early access is important for those developers who don't have possibly the money to finish their game, but they have every intention on finishing that game. They get the money during development, they can finish it. That's kind of like a live investment, right? Like they're getting investments on the fly for their partially made product that they have established. So it makes sense. Early access is actually incredible when it's used properly, but obviously it's been abused many, many times. And I feel like this is just kind of another case of early access, because Xbox has early access now.
Yeah.
There and
what
so
what do they call it? Like Project Green or something like that?
I don't remember. It's some indie developer system in place on Xbox, but it's essentially early access. And I did hear from a lot of developers that it's actually easier to update a game quickly when it's considered early access.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're a complete like gold title on Xbox, it's way harder
to push
title updates and updates to your game, which makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to get updates out to
so
your
it's almost
player
beneficial,
base.
even if it's not early access, just to call it early access.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think of what game that was.
Dude,
there was a game that was considered early access because they wanted to update it quickly, but it wasn't an early access game.
It's Fortnite.
Oh, maybe it is
Fortnite. Fortnite is still early access.
We are being surrounded by beautiful, handsome puppies right now because I don't know how that dog opens this door every segment, and now I have a disgusting ball in my hand. Okay, boys, I love you. You have to go now. We're doing podcasting. You're very handsome and beautiful, Pooski. Go take brother, and he's squeaking the ball.
Oh, no.
I'll be right back. I've shut the door. Vern, you continue this? Come on. Come on. All right.
Yeah, dude. Oh, them puppers.
I hate locking them out, man. Okay, sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a system that's in place and it has benefits, but it's very easily abused, and we have seen a few cases of that. So it's kind of unfortunate. But the other bad news in gaming, what the fuck are you doing, EA? Like, seriously, what are you doing? So apparently,
this one hurts you more than it hurts me.
Dude, this one crushes me. So I'm sure you guys have seen some of my tweets, or maybe you haven't, but I have been a huge fan of the Skate series. EA's on the rights for Skate forever. Skate 3 was such an incredible game. It was so much fun. You literally just hop in with some friends, skate around, do Hall of Meat, do all these challenges. It's just a blast. It's just a silly ass game, and you have a good time. And so we've been all just patiently waiting. Skate 4, hey EA, when are you going to make Skate 4? It's literally a gold mine. You're going to make so much money. All you got to do is make a better version of Skate 3. It's so easy. Same formula, updated graphics. Just give it to me, dude. Just give it better customization. I don't know. You throw me a couple bones, but like it's a money printing machine.
Dude, at the amount of people, it has a cult following. Like there's so many people, just like random, like one I'll see on Twitter, be like, they announced like, new trailer coming out soon.
And we're all Skate 4,
you know?
Skate 4.
Dude, I remember watching one of the Game Awards with, or not the Game Awards, but like one of those shows that you can co-host or co-broadcast on Twitch. It was like me and Diction were doing it. And it was like EA, we had like a lineup of games, and he was like, Skate 4 every single time. Skate 4, Skate 4. And then, of course, they didn't because it's never going to happen.
The reason this is bad news is because apparently Skate reached out to a professional skater to what is the word? Oh my gosh. What is it? A consult on a new Skate game. Which, oh man, that's exciting. EA's working on a Skate game. Skate 4,
baby.
Skate Mobile.
We love it.
They're making a Skate Mobile game. Skate Mobile! They're playing Skate Mobile! Whoever the professional skateboarder is, I can't remember his name, he turned them down, and he said no, because
we need Skate 4.
We need Skate 4.
Wait, did he actually say that?
He did. He turned them down and said, we need Skate 4, a proper Skate 4, which I respect. I can't remember who it was. I read an article about it. And you know what? Hallelujah to that man, because he probably turned down a pretty paycheck from EA to do that. But yeah, he literally said, no, I'm not doing it. We need Skate 4. Like, we deserve Skate 4. They're trying to work on a mobile skate game.
I mean, mobile games make so much
do
money.
Both. You're EA.
Yeah.
Do both.
Dude, I mean, I'm just trying to like play devil's advocate here. I
just don't understand who runs these companies. Jason Dill was the name of the skateboarder. Okay. So props to that man for looking out for all us skate fanatics. I mean, Skate 3 was here's the thing. I couldn't skate when I was younger. I know nothing about skateboarding, really. Yeah. Like I had a skateboard like every other kid in our generation, like in like 6th grade.
I had a Star Wars skateboard. I didn't skate or watch Star Wars,
dude. The double whammy, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You didn't even know who the characters were on your skate?
Darth Vader.
You had a Darth Vader skateboard?
Yeah.
It's kind of dope.
It was dope, dude.
It's kind of dope.
Was dope.
But dude, it's just frustrating, man. So yeah, that when I read that news really.
I mean, look, I want to stay optimistic for you.
My burble.
I was more of a.
I said busted my burble instead of bubble. It'd be like that, dude.
Dude, be like that.
Go ahead.
I was more of a Tony Hawk guy more than like a skate guy. So like I remember like American Wasteland and stuff like that.
Everybody was early on.
It kind of like fell off, but like I never really got into skate like that. So like it really doesn't affect me much at all.
So speaking of skating and Tony Hawk, they just announced that they're going to be remastering Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
1 and 2,
bro.
1 and 2. The amount of time I remember, dude. So the game, and you know what? I hope it is like stays true to the originals, because I remember some of the like most fun times we had were like with the cheat codes and stuff. It's like beat the shit out of the game, like destroyed it, and then it's like, what do? We input cheat codes. I remember one time I was at a friend's house and we put in the cheat code to where like it was like infinite grind.
Yeah.
And we just went around a pool and literally left the console and like went out, had our.
I did that too.
We came back to like 2 billion points or something like that.
Oh, dude, I'm so good, bro. That was
and I
so
was
sick.
like, yeah, high score, baby.
I'll be honest, I'm not terribly excited for a remaster of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 because I wasn't that into 1 and 2. When I really liked Tony Hawk games, it was like Tony Hawk Underground.
Underground was good.
Was it Underground or Underground 2? The one where it essentially, dude, it was so far ahead of its kind, or ahead of its time. It was like my career in a skating game. Which one was it? The first one?
I don't remember.
And you had a rival, and you went against him, and you it had to have been. I can't remember if it was
like
maybe it was both
That's
of them.
Sick.
But I remember you'd create your character, and the customization was incredible. It was so good. And then you had you had a rival. His name was Eric. And like you would go to skating events,
you, Eric.
And Eric would always be the guy that was like just as good as you. You and him would finish 1 and 2, and then you'd have to get a sponsor, and you got to pick your sponsor. Honestly, it was like NBA 2K My Career and Road to the Show,
but for
way before that shit, ever was a thing.
That's sick.
And it was in skating. It was in, and I'm pretty sure it was on the Underground series. That shit was fun, and it was more like an interactive story / movie with skating in it.
Yeah.
But
it was still like the Tony Hawk gameplay that you knew and loved.
Yeah, dude,
but it just had like the story. There was a reason to be doing it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Awesome.
Fuck Eric though. Eric was a piece of shit in that game.
Little bitch.
I can't remember if he was in the second one or not. But dude, that shit was amazing. So if they remaster that, I will lose my shit.
Yeah,
that would be so much fun.
It'd be nice if they like added. So that's the thing. I gotta imagine the remake's just gonna be like an updated version of those games. But they could. I mean, they could add new features and stuff.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Then I feel like for me they got a little too crazy, because I remember playing the Tony Hawk and it was like oh man, I know American Wasteland was one, and then there was another one too. It just got like too zany where you'd like jump over this poodle and go under. I don't like it got. It got so silly. It was like a circus.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a skating
game.
But
it was a video game. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but it just got it was like Jackass but Tony Hawk at one point.
I'd live for that.
It was just, I don't know. It got too much for me, and so I kind of lost interest. But I do remember playing that one too. I'm pretty sure Wee Man was in one. And Bam Margera, which one was that?
Bam was in a lot.
Well, Bam's in like all of them because he's a professional skater.
Yeah.
But Wee Man was in one of them.
I don't remember, man. Oh, you're really trying me.
This is real old school shit.
Yeah.
I can't remember either. It was a lot
I remember American Wasteland was like one of my first games I ever got on 360.
It was one of the first games on 360.
Yeah.
I don't think I played that one. It was the one after that.
Okay. But yeah, I 100% of that game. I don't really remember much from it, but I had every achievement.
Oh, it was Underground 2. That's the one that I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Underground 1. That's the best Tony Hawk game in my opinion.
Well, maybe we'll get those if this does well.
Dude.
I just love Tony Hawk. You ever see his Twitter? His Twitter is like compilations of people like
meeting him,
thinking it's him, not sure if it's him.
You look like Tony Hawk, dude.
Yeah,
dude, you look like Tony Hawk. But they don't ever say, "Oh, are you Tony Hawk?" You just look like Tony Hawk, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Dude,
Tony Hawk's the man, and he's so humble. Wholesome. He's not gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm Tony Hawk." He'd be like, "Oh I've heard that before."
It is really funny. Oh,
dude,
man.
I love his
Tony
tweets.
Hawk.
Yeah, Tony Hawk. We I got to meet Tony at X Games when I was there for Awesome Meet. Jericho and T Martin got to meet.
That's so sick. You get a picture?
No, we didn't. No,
dude, I hate that.
I don't like taking pictures with people,
bro,
man. I feel bad.
So me either. That's the thing. I don't feel bad because like when someone comes up to me like at a convention or something like that and wants a picture with me, like I'm over the moon, fucking excited that they think that I'm cool enough to get a picture with.
Same.
So like I love that. But I get where you're coming from. You don't ever want to be like that dude. You don't ever want to be like a nuisance or an annoyance. You don't want to like if they're not feeling a picture or anything like that. But then like also.
You want to show that you met Tony Hawk.
I'm probably never like unless there's an opportunity for us to be like best friends and we're chatting on the regular and like I can get a picture with you whenever, like then I probably won't. But dude, if I meet Tony Hawk, this is the new approach because I guarantee I've missed out on opportunities like this before. If I meet someone now that I'm like super stoked to meet, hey, what's up, bro? Can I get a picture?
There's certain people that I would really try to get a picture with, but Very, very few. Like, very, very few. And I told you the story. I have a bad taste in my mouth now from when I was at was that game 5 or game 7? I can't remember. But me and Steph got an opportunity to go to NBA Finals, and it was when the Warriors beat the one year the Warriors beat the Cavs. It was at Oracle. We got a chance to go, which was incredible, and we got to sit in a suite. And when I was there, you know, they came up to me, and I was there working on a brand deal with the NBA, and they were like, "Hey, there's going to be some former players and current players in here. They're here to like meet you guys, so take pictures and stuff." And we were like in this gaming suite, so like the CEO of EA was in there, which I should have said like, "Bro, Skate 4, what the hell you
happening?
Doing?
Hello."
And there was like a couple of like all the big CEO bigwigs for like sporting companies were in there. I think Pepsi was in there too, actually.
Dude, wait, so Skate 4 is not happening because of
not
you?
happening, dude. I should have said something,
dude.
But Kenyon Martin was in there, Rasheed Wallace, Gary Payton. Who else? Oh my god,
wasn't Vince Carter?
Vince Carter, yeah. So at first I'm like, okay. They said they're here to like take pictures and meet and greet. Like I was told that because otherwise. It's
disrespect.
I would have just I wouldn't have said anything. I would have just let them be.
It's not like they're walking around or anything. You're in a suite,
exactly.
like filled with other.
And I figured, okay, they're here to enjoy the game. They don't want to be bothered. That's cool.
But you were told otherwise.
But I was told that I could take pictures with them or like ask for a picture or something if you want. And I was like, okay. So I went up to Vince Carter and you know I was like, hey Vince, I'm a huge fan. Can I just snag a picture with you really quick? And you know he seemed a little hesitant. He was he seemed like kind of annoyed. But he was like, yeah, sure. And he took a picture with me, which I think I posted on Instagram and stuff. And then I was like, Rasheed. And I'm a Portland Trailblazers fan, born and raised. So Sheed was a huge part of Portland, you know, before he went to the Pistons and then won a couple championships, bastard. Or won a championship.
Okay.
But so I was really excited to meet Rasheed. Like Rasheed was I was like, dude, I cannot wait to get a picture with Rasheed. Like all my friends, everybody I know is going to be so stoked about that. And I go up to him, and he goes, "Oh no, man, I'm drinking a beer." And I was like, first off, you're like 7 feet tall,
put it down.
Bro. You're drinking half a Blue Moon. You could just like set it aside and take a picture." But and I wasn't obviously gonna push the dude, but he's like, "Nah, man, I don't take pictures when I'm drinking." Oh, okay, all right, well, have a good day. And I was just, I don't know, it kind of bummed me out. I was like. If I hadn't been told that they were there to take pictures, I don't think it would have bothered me.
Right.
Because I probably wouldn't even have gone up to him. But second, I was like, okay, well, all right, man. And then Steph could tell. And here's the thing: I'm not a Warriors fan or a Cavs fan.
Right.
So like, I wasn't
there for the
super
game.
invested in the game. Yeah. Like I was like, like I'm like,
it was a cool opportunity.
And the suites are cool, but to be completely honest. You're watching on the TV. Mm-hmm. We were so high up. I was like, bro, there are ants down there. Like, I can barely see the game. So I was, and I was a little bummed. I was in a bad mood after that. And Steph was like, I'm really sorry, babe. Like, that is really shitty. That was really shitty of him. And I was like, it's okay. I'll get over it. And then, the Warriors won, and the entire stadium's having a blast, and I'm still over here like,
Brennan's
God
pouting in the corner.
Sheed. Why would you do this to me, Sheed?
Should have got just
I was
wasted.
No,
and then been
I'm
drunk together.
I was invited into a suite that I shouldn't have been in the first place. I wasn't gonna get drunk and then make an ass of myself.
I mean,
Mike, you know Michael Rappaport?
Yeah, of course.
He was there. He was drunk, and he's a Warriors fan, and he was. Fuck you, LeBron! And he was like putting it on. He was. Oh, I think I'm in one of his videos. Like him and Rasheed are like yelling at the. Yeah, he did this drunk Twitter video, and he's just yelling at our entire suite, and he's just freaking out. It's a ridiculous video, and it was like right when the Warriors won the championship, and I'm literally like in the background, and Rasheed and Michael Rappaport, like it was. I was right there for this video.
Michael Rappaport, he does a hosting for the Big Three. He's a huge basketball fan.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, dude, it's weird. I see him everywhere. I'm literally. I don't think I was with you. I was in Portland. I was at the Blazers game for one. I don't remember who they were playing, and I'm walking to the bathroom, and there's Michael. He's just walking by me. I'm like, all right, well, you're in Portland now.
Yeah.
Dude, you really are a basketball fan. Then, fast forward like 2 weeks later, I'm in LA, and I go to a Clippers-Blazers game, and I'm sitting there with Dunkus and Diesel and Tucker, and Michael Rappaport starts walking up towards us, and Dunkus goes, oh, hey, Michael, shakes his hand, he goes, oh, hey. apparently Dunkus helped him set up a stream at his house. I'm like, dude, what is this small ass world, bro?
The Twitch world is fucking
Like,
nuts, dude.
and he's like, yeah, I helped him set up a stream. I'm like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was,
That's super weird.
It's weird. It's just crazy, man. So, but yeah, apparently he's a huge basketball fan. I just kept running into him everywhere.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Man. See,
But yeah, so
like I just want memories now. I'm at that age now where I'm just like I want to make as many memories as possible. Like our trip to Europe, one of the best time of my life, bro.
God
It
damn, that was fun.
amazing,
That was a fun
right?
trip.
And we had Uriel with us who was taking like these professional photos, but
Mm-hmm.
I was such a tryhard in every single one of these pictures. I don't think I have a single picture of me just smiling. I'm in a different country with some of my best friends in the fucking world, and I don't have a single picture of me smiling. I'm fucking mean mugging in every photo trying to be cool or some shit. Like,
we're mean mugging for those
yeah,
listening. We're literally,
dude, bro, in every single one, and I'm like, bitch, I look miserable.
You got some really good pics though.
Dude, they're fantastic
Yeah,
photos, bro.
no, you got a couple good ones of like. Well, no, you're mean mugging.
I
but
was, bro.
You're mean mugging in all of them, dude.
I was trying to be a pouty boy. I was hoping Oreo would be like, wow, dude, you really got it. Can we shoot some more? So you're a model now, bro.
But no, I mean, you know.
So I want to be a tourist, bro, for the rest of my life. We go anywhere. These are all the only photos you're getting me is.
What was your favorite place that we went? Because we went to Berlin, Amsterdam. We went to the Czech Republic,
Prague.
We went, and is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prague, Berlin, and Amsterdam. I don't know.
I know mine. Easy. Not even a question. Amsterdam, bro.
Amsterdam was amazing.
Amsterdam was incredible. Not because of the typical things you think about Amsterdam, but I just like the vibe of Amsterdam. Everyone was so chill.
Yeah.
It was
absolutely
easy to navigate. It was
clean.
It was so clean and
Dude,
beautiful.
Fun. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect to like wake up one morning and then like see, dude, like people literally sweeping the streets. And
so
shit.
many just bicycles. They're
Dude,
just so eco-friendly there, man.
Yes.
Everyone's riding bikes, dude. And if you better get the hell out of their way, they're gonna run you over.
Dude,
but
the bike
hey,
lane is no joke.
dude, it was so fun. They have bike highways, dude. Amsterdam's a blast.
And it was just beautiful. Everyone was nice. We went to the red light district one night. I did. You didn't. It was me, Oreo, and
go.
Haley.
I didn't
And
go.
we had this beautiful. It was like the first time. It was like a 10-course meal, right? First time I'd ever been. What are those called?
What?
The really like fancy
like a experience? What do you mean?
No, I thought there was a word for them when you like go and you sit down and you like the. I don't know. Regardless, it was just you had like 17 courses. And it was like, we're all pretty wine drunk by the end of it. It took like 4 hours. It was nuts, right? So we had this amazing dinner. And then it was kind of a pretty lengthy walk home from there. But we had to walk through the red light district. And
I didn't go.
So it was Haley's idea.
Why was I not with you?
I don't know.
Where did I walk?
It was a long dinner. The rest of you Ubered home. And Haley wanted to go check out the red light district. And I was like, I'm down. I don't care. And then Oreo, of course, he's down for anything. And so it was me, Oreo, and Haley who walked through there. And that was probably the most sketched out I had been the entire trip. And like,
Did you see some titties?
I saw titties.
Dude, titties?
It honestly, it made me feel weird, like gross. Like
seeing titties?
No, like just that atmosphere. It was a bunch of like grown people who you would thought have never seen titties before in their life. Like I know I complain, I have like lonely boy hours like a lot.
What?
Listen, bro, we're walking through there and there's hordes of grown men like with their phones and stuff, like recording. Like,
I thought you weren't supposed to film.
Completely frowned upon.
Oh, yikes!
But there was just so many of them. What are they supposed to do? You know what I mean?
And that's some weird.
Dude,
I see what you mean. Like grown ass men are like, oh my god, it's a woman,
and
she's naked.
Maybe it was more so like, oh, this is the red light district. Look what's happening in the red light district. But like, this is these women's jobs, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And so and like they're just sitting there like recording it, and it just made me like super uncomfortable. Like,
yeah,
dude, if you're gonna go pay for like whatever you're gonna pay for, go do it. But to sit there and like just record them, like just experience it.
I film
dude.
it now. I don't have to pay for it later.
Also, I think maybe that was just the vibe I was getting because I hadn't been propositioned for drugs ever in my life, and that was like the first time that, bro, there was like 4 times in one street, and they were like, cocaine, ecstasy. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. They were like super respectful though. It wasn't
All
like,
right, no problem, no problem.
like seriously.
You sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I can cut you a deal.
Like there was never a moment where they like, pressured me. They would kind of whisper it under their breath, and I'd be like, oh no, thank you. And they'd be like, okay, on to the next. You know, it was never like, are you sure? I got the like. It wasn't like a tradition. I don't know. I've never had like a interaction with drug dealers like that before, and so like I really didn't know what to expect or how it usually goes down. But I feel like they'd be a little bit more like pushy about it. But they were like super respectful.
Why would they be pushy about it, dude?
Bro, I don't know. They're drug dealers.
You either want to buy their drugs or you don't. They don't want to waste time. If they're smart, they're just like, all right, this person's not interested.
I guess.
The more time they waste, like, come on,
But
bro.
dude, it was like bro, it was so funny. The cocaine, ecstasy, it happened like 4 times in like one alley. I was like, do y'all know that? Are you guys on the same team here?
Probably.
Are you competing? Like, what's happening right now?
Probably all on the same team.
And if they were competing, how respectful? Because I know that there's a lot of like territorial things that happen in the drug world.
We each get a corner, dude.
Yeah.
This is my line, dude.
But
Stay the fuck away.
they're all right next to each other. Cocaine, ecstasy.
Anyways, Amsterdam. Amsterdam was a great place. I really enjoyed it.
It was actually really, really awesome.
Enjoyed that.
I like Prague a lot too. I feel like I would have really loved Berlin, but we didn't get to do any of the touristy stuff because that was we only there for like 2 days, 2.5 days.
I did nothing. I barely remember Berlin.
Well, because you were sick.
Yeah.
You got sick the first night. Like really
I remember
bad
going
jet
to that.
lag.
The only thing I really remember is going to that club until like 6
one of my
a.m.
favorite stories. Only because it literally bled into our trip to Prague.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. We never went to bed.
Nope.
Oh wow, that night.
Dude.
Oh. Yeah,
okay. I feel like we have to talk about it now that we like brought it up and not just blue ball everyone. Okay. So this was like, it was our first stop of the Europe trip, and we're in Berlin for TwitchCon EU. Mm-hmm. And we are having a pretty chill like week, you know, a lot going on, just kind of like seeing it. We go to TwitchCon the first night, and then like the next day we have our train to Prague, and we get hit up by some friends that work at Twitch, and they're like, hey, we have a table at this nightclub. It's like 90s hip hop music. So that's like right up our alley, bro. And it was like super dope, and like we're excited. We all go.
It was called The Pearl.
I didn't even remember the name of it.
I'm pretty sure it was
But
called
that
The Pearl.
sounds familiar.
I don't know why I remember that. But
so we showed up. I didn't think we showed up too late, but mind you, we have like a 9 a.m. train ride.
I think we showed up pretty late. It was like past midnight.
Well, here's the thing. Apparently, nightclubs just don't close down in Berlin.
Yeah, we didn't know that,
bro.
Thought we were getting ourselves into like, you know, one hour, maybe 2 hour thing.
We party till 2. We get a little buzz going. We get home, get some sleep, and then we're good for our train ride to Prague the next day. We're good. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. 5 fucking a.m. rolls around. They're like, "Hey, we're wrapping up, guys. We're about to head out. You good? You good?" We're all we have to be on a train in 4 hours.
We're all belligerent. We haven't packed.
Dude, a mess. We're a mess at this point. So we're like, fuck. And so I just remember like half of us went home, and then me, Haley, and Rick ended up at a McDonald's till 6 a.m. Brought home food to McDonald's. And I'm sitting there, me and Brennan are eating our chicken nuggies. And
is that when Uriel threw your McFlurry?
Dude. Bro,
I thought it was a joke.
No, that's not what happened. I ain't trying to expose him like that on the podcast, but he deserved my anger. But he apologized the next day.
It was over a McFlurry, dude.
It was not over a McFlurry.
I thought it was over a McFlurry.
That's how it started, and then he did something that was not very nice that he apologized for later. So it's water under the bridge, and we're cool. We're cool. But so I look at Brennan, and I'm like. We're not sleeping tonight, are we?
Nope.
And Brendan was like, guess not. And I was like, cool. Everyone else went to sleep. I don't know how, because I feel like in that scenario, if I would have went to bed for like 2 hours, I would have been miserable the next day.
I just stayed up.
Yeah, so we stayed up. Surprisingly made it.
Yeah.
To our train ride on time. Train ride was super nice. I think I dozed off for like an hour and a half. Yep. Got food and stuff. Yep. I don't know. We made it.
We made it.
But that night leading up to was like, fuck rough.
It was an ordeal. And we'll forever remember it.
Dude, it's one of my favorite memories. I got lost. Dude, in the night, dude, to the point where I got fucking scared.
Yeah, that night, yeah. Well, and it doesn't.
I wasn't even drunk at the time, but I had went to the. I went out.
I got lost too. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I went outside for fresh air. I come back inside, and it was really, really easy to get to our table. It was like literally just follow along the wall, and we're there. and they had like mirrors on the walls, like these big, like wall to wall, like ceiling to floor mirrors. And so like I think I'm at a certain area, and I just start walking, and all of a sudden I'm like in a sea of these, and dude, they're big.
They're so tall.
So tall.
German women are tall,
bro. And I mean, it was a crowd of people. The floor was like packed, and everyone was dancing, having a good time. And I'm like shoving through, like trying to do like the whole like hands up, like we're partying through here kind of maneuver, you know, like trying, like I'm a part of this. We're all having fun right now, but I really don't know where I am. Can someone call my mom, please? I'm scared.
And you look American
I'm scared.
as hell.
Yeah, I'm fucking terrified, bro. And I'm doing one of these, and I literally walked into one of the mirrored walls. Like I'm like paranoid because I can't figure out where I'm at, and so I'm at a full fucking sprint, and I like just smoke a wall, and I'm like, oh shit, it's a mirror. And when I did that, like instantly I'm fucking scared and I'm paranoid. I'm like, everyone saw me just hit this wall hard as fuck. Now they think I'm like super drunk, and I'm not even that drunk, and like I'm panicking at this point. And so like I turn around, I try and like assess where I'm at, and I couldn't figure it out because there are mirrors everywhere, and I just a sea of tall German people, very beautiful, very intimidating, and I was fucking terrified. And so finally I had to walk all the way back out, make my way back in, and like I was able to
try it again.
I was able to navigate, and found the table, and I was stressed.
I remember getting confused in there too. It was weird. It was a big club,
dude.
It was a big club. There was a lot of people.
Yeah.
And one thing that dude, they smoke in clubs in Germany. Well, probably in a lot of places in Europe, but I remember that was, dude, it was like,
it was smoky.
It was like Vegas
cloudy.
times a billion.
It was cloudy.
It was cloudy in there. Everyone's just chain smoking the whole time. I was like, man, America, the U.S. ain't like that. Like most places, you can't even smoke inside in the U.S. now. That was one of the
places,
big,
unless it's a designated like cigar bar.
Yeah, that was one of the big differences I noticed when we went to Europe, because it's not like that over there. At least in very few places that we went. I was like, oh my god, outside, I can breathe again.
So a lot of fond memories. Of that night.
Great time. Great time.
Dude, I loved
Good trip.
It was
Gotta
great.
do another trip.
Oh my god, I just can't wait till quarantine's over and we get some friendship time somewhere. I keep saying, like, I feel like I wanted like a real vacation.
Well,
like,
what do you mean? That was a real vacation.
It was for
we have a vacation planned.
We would have never gone if it wasn't for TwitchCon.
And we have a real vacation.
And it was
planned.
still real worky. Like the first half of that.
You're not acknowledging what I'm saying. We have a real vacation
planned.
Hopefully
Already
booked. Well, that's true.
That's
true.
what I'm saying, bro.
In November.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm super grateful for our job, and I don't think I would have ever left Michigan if it wasn't for what we do for a living.
You would have never left? I don't think
that's
true. You would have eventually left.
For what? What was the first time I ever left was for Boston, for PAX East.
You at some point in your life, you would have had a reason to leave the state of Michigan.
I don't see it. I genuinely don't see it.
Visiting me. Even if you didn't go to a con.
Do you really think that our friendship would have blossomed as much if we weren't going to conventions and shit together? Serious, dude.
I don't know. Maybe.
Because I don't know, man. But like I'm super grateful but like it's been like my excuse.
You wouldn't have gone to like Disneyland or like traveled anywhere with anybody? I don't believe that.
I mean, we used to go on like family trips, and so I'd been to like Universal Studios in Florida and stuff before, but I was like really young. I don't think adult me would have ever like left. Like took it upon my own free will, been like, okay, I want to go to this place. I want to go to Chicago or something. I grew up in Detroit, a 5-hour drive from Chicago. I've never been.
Never went to Chicago. You still have never been?
Never been.
Bro, I've been to Chicago like twice.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Okay,
like I genuinely don't go places unless it's like required of me. If I can justify it in my head somehow. You know, like, I gotta go to E3. It's work related, you know? And so, like, I'm very grateful that I've been able to, like, talk myself into that kind of stuff. But if it wasn't for it, I don't think I would have ever gone.
Well, now but your mentality's changed. So now you can be like, man, I've never been to that city. Like New Orleans, I have no reason to go to New Orleans, but I really want to go just because I've heard it's an amazing city to
my
visit.
Excuse would be to go with you.
Okay, fine. There you go. See? That's not an excuse. You want to go. There you go.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go by myself.
Well, I wouldn't ever go by myself either. What do you mean?
Okay, so we're going.
All right.
Thanks for inviting me to New Orleans
with you. All right, dude. We're going. We're going to Hawaii,
sick.
bro. Let's do Hawaii first.
I hope.
We have plans to go to Hawaii in November. We have like everything booked and everything for Vern's birthday. We're literally just like a chill on the beach, do nothing.
I'm getting butt ass naked, sipping pina coladas.
Maybe not.
I'm tanning my balls.
I've
never been able to tan
my
my balls
mom
before.
and my sister are both going to be there, so I'd rather you not tan your balls.
I'll do it in the private of my own area.
Okay, that's fine. Just not in front of my family.
I would never take my balls out in front of your family. I love your family and respect them and would never, ever show my balls to your family in any circumstances.
Jesus Christ. I'm so glad my mom doesn't listen to the podcast.
Dude, I love your mom.
That's good. That's good.
Dude, yeah. I love your family.
Oh, that's pretty cute. I see some,
I'm just very grateful.
I see some tears.
No, I'm just very grateful. Especially like being so far away from my family and stuff.
You're part of the family, brother.
I know. It
You're
just
part
felt
of the
good.
goddamn family. My family's very what's the word?
Inclusive?
Inclusive. There you go. They are.
Yeah, for sure.
My family's
even before I was living out here, every time I seen them, it was like it was very great.
We love everyone. My family just loves people.
They
all
do.
right, you know? Everyone's cool in our book. All right. Moving on. Hawaii, dude. I want to go to Hawaii again.
I've
man.
never been.
Hawaii was beautiful when I went last for Thanksgiving, this past Thanksgiving. It was incredible. We went to Maui. Dude. And that shit was whoo.
Ever since I've seen Johnny Tsunami, I think I've said this on the podcast before. Ever since I've seen that show or that movie growing up, I wanted to go. I wanted to retire to Hawaii and live in Johnny Tsunami's grandpa's beach shack.
Little.
It was literally not even a room. It was like a
bungalow.
Yeah,
bungalow.
with a wall.
Bungalow.
I think I didn't see a bathroom. I think he shits in the ground.
He
like
might
in the
put
sand.
some sand over it, dude.
Yeah.
No big deal. It decomposes.
Does it?
I would assume it's just shit. You can use that shit as fertilizer. Maybe he fertilized his fruit.
Do you use this human shit?
I wouldn't use human shit, but I assume you could.
What's the difference between cow shit and human shit? That's what manure, right? Cow shit.
Well, cow shit is manure. Well,
that's what they use to fertilize.
Is horse shit considered manure as well?
I don't know, bro.
I think it is.
I feel like that's information you need to
maybe
know.
manure is just shit. Maybe manure is not animal specific.
Like everyone's shit?
No, because that wouldn't make sense. Because human, I don't fucking know, dude. But there's a reason. I'm sure our diet is probably not as good for when it comes to like fertilization.
So
why are we talking about shit right now?
I shouldn't be shitting in your plants.
Don't be shitting in any planters in the house, please. Maybe not just because of fertilization type things, but because the stench. I'd rather you not shit anywhere I can smell it. Okay. Keep that to the bathrooms. And if it's really bad shit, you can go shit out in the backyard like the dogs.
Might have already done that just to assert my dominance.
I was wondering.
The neighbor, her dog, she takes him out every day at 6 a.m. And so I met him. I met that dog. And I took a bigger shit than it.
Someone said human shit is used for manure.
Well, that's weird. I wouldn't want that.
I mean, wait.
To be fair, I don't want shit
I'm pretty sure in the movie The Martian, in the book The Martian,
he uses his own shit.
He uses his own shit because he's a botanist.
That makes sense.
Fertilizer. You could use your own shit for fertilizer. I mean, it might not be the best fertilizer, but hey, it works. Granted, this is a movie and a book, but I would assume you could do that in real life.
It seems pretty factual.
Yeah, it seems right. We got more gaming news from manure shit.
Speaking of human shit, just always say that. Dude.
Okay, speaking of human shit, but that's a terrible segue because I'm actually really excited for this. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh, well then, so here, let me.
Okay, yeah, somehow tie it together.
No, you say this. So speaking of human shit, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, nothing like it.
That's good. That's good.
That's what I'm, bro. You can tie anything together,
dude. Okay.
Speaking of damn. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, damn, does it look good?
Damn, you're good at this.
I'm just saying,
I'm gonna give
bro.
you another word.
Okay.
All right. Watermelon.
Watermelon. Speaking of watermelon, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, juicy as fuck. Did you see that trailer?
Ooh, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna give you another word. Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol, dude. Speaking of Pepto-Bismol, bro, pink, the color pink, like Pepto. Didn't see it anywhere in the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla trailer, but it looked incredible. Talk about cleaning out bowels, brother.
Perfect. That's perfect, dude. We could do that all day. That's good. That's good. You're
I'm
good
telling
at that.
you. Dude, whenever.
You got away with words.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yes, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, incredible. They're finally going like Vikings. They're doing a Viking take on Assassin's Creed, which is amazing. Apparently, they even said that they're making the world smaller than Origins, which is the previous Assassin's Creed games. because there was too much to do. People were complaining that there was too much.
It can be
to
overwhelming.
do.
Games like I'm one of those people
be.
that get very overwhelmed and stuff like that. Like I love sandbox games where you can just go out and just play how you want to play, but I also need direction. Like GTA. It took me so long to play through that story because like you would just be put in this universe and there were so many things you could do, so many places you can go, like side quests, side missions and stuff like that. And eventually I played through it. It was a great story, but you can just follow the story if you want to.
Right.
And
Odyssey was the last. Sorry, Origins was the Egypt one that was before that. So,
Yep.
But
Okay.
apparently they're too big, which I understand because I'm like that too. I really like to do side missions. Like I'm like, oh, I picked up a side mission. And my main mission's across the map. Well, I guess I'm doing all these side missions before I get there. And if I end up at the main mission, I end up there. 7 hours later, haven't made any time on the main mission. This is why I never finished an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah.
Because if I tried to do it the way I do it, it would literally take me 400 hours.
You're kind of a completionist.
I mean, I beat Witcher 3.
Yeah.
I beat Witcher 3 main story. I beat all the DLCs. It took me, 5 years to do it, but I did it.
I feel like our streams and the success of our streams during those like types of games play a huge role in it.
What?
The success of our streams. Like The Witcher did really well on your channel, so it was almost like you wanted as much content as possible because it was fun.
Yeah.
But also your stream loved it.
Some single player games do well.
Like
some
I've
don't.
talked about Horizon Zero Dawn and how it was like, dude, it was like one of my favorite single players I had played in a long time. But like stream just wasn't into it, and so like I wasn't excited to stream it, you know.
Yeah.
And I really don't play games off stream.
Should.
I mean,
you do.
I play League off stream.
That's
Not
a
the
game.
same.
You play Teamfight Tactics, which is League.
I can play that in bed,
Okay.
which is why I play
Fair
that
enough.
off stream.
Fair enough. But I mean, there's a lot of games like that, right? Here's Horizon Zero Dawn. I never felt like was, I don't know, that game. Apparently, they're making it for PC, which I'm excited for. That'll
Heck
be cool.
yeah.
I mean, I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I liked Horizon Zero Dawn. It did everything right. Like it was just a good RPG.
Beautiful too.
Good
Ooh.
gameplay, a pretty game, interesting story. It's it's got all the little RPG aspects that you'd want. But like I don't know. For me, there wasn't anything great about it. There wasn't anything that was like revolutionary. It just did everything right.
Sure.
So I liked it, but I wouldn't say it was like an incredible game by any means.
I wouldn't know because I never finished it.
You should beat it. It's worth it. I mean, it's fun, and I liked what's her name? Aloy is her name, right? The main character, something like that. And apparently they're gonna make a second one, and like it's interesting to me. But I want to play it on PC because I already know it looked incredible on. Was it a PlayStation exclusive? I think it was.
So.
Yeah. So on PC, it's probably gonna look even better. But games like that, like I totally understand if there's too much to do, then you get sidetracked, and then it's just like it seems like it's impossible to beat.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird that we're living in a time where they actually have to take things or scale back a game,
Which is like a good problem to have.
That's true.
You know?
That is a good problem to have. That's very true. So, but I'm just excited. I think Viking lore, like, I mean, it's like my favorite. It's literally my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, especially after playing the God of War series, even though it's not really Viking lore, that's more like
gods and
Norse mythology.
Yeah.
But the weapons and the combat kind of reminds me of like Vikings.
For sure.
So I feel like that's why Assassin's Creed Valhalla is going to be kind of good. But I'm excited. I'm excited.
Do we know when it's dropping?
I would assume when the new Xbox comes out or the new consoles drop, sometime around then. So
we're about to be getting a lot of info on all of them
this
boys
holiday
soon.
season, I think.
I'm excited.
So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Hell
I don't know.
yeah, dude.
I did see something. It was like Assassin's Creed Valhalla runs at 4K 30 FPS on the new Xbox.
Oh yeah,
and
I did see that too. 30. Ooh.
This is 2020, man.
Dude, our eyes can't see any faster than 30 FPS anyways, so I don't know why.
Don't say that stupid shit, okay? Because people listening to this for the first time are like, that Vern guy is a moron. And then they're never going to listen to this podcast again because they think that your takes are stupid. Yeah, you're going to spit that water all over yourself because you know.
Speaking of stupid.
You are stupid. Okay, don't be that guy. It's like 30 FPS. It's more cinematic. What was it? That was Bethesda. That did that with the Evil Within. Evil Within came out. And it was like letterboxed, and you couldn't get it above 30 FPS, and they did all the shit. It was locked at 30 FPS. And they were like, yeah, it's more cinematic that way.
Love it.
What? What the fuck does that even mean?
4K.
That's some bullshit. That's just a cop out.
4K 30 FPS.
Like, don't get me wrong, 4K, right? That's some crazy resolution. Like, I tried to play Red Dead Redemption 2 at 4K, and I was getting like 27 FPS on my PC. I have a pretty beastly PC. That's a very like heavy game, right? So I get it. If you can hold 30 FPS consistently, that's pretty good. But at like 1440p, I better get 120 FPS in that game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe I expected too much of the next generation of consoles. Like, I want these consoles to actually be really good and not just be like a little bit better. I want like another jump. I want it to go up another level, man.
If consoles want to stay, well, that's the thing. Is like there was like this whole like battle back and forth because I feel like PC was like really like PC Master Race was actually a thing because consoles just couldn't keep up, and so like the jump from like PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 and Xbox 360 and Xbox One were massive leaps.
That was a huge jump.
And then
I mean the Xbox One and PS4 were not as big of a jump than this. The jump from
okay,
PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3 was huge.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
And then Xbox to Xbox 360 was
massive.
the big jump. The current gen, I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong, but in my opinion, they weren't as big of a jump.
They could be better.
Generation of consoles, and this one I feel is just not going to be as big again. Like I feel like, but maybe not. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised.
Is it just me? I feel like they haven't. It's not been as hyped this year. I like when a new console comes out. I remember like being like super stoked and hearing tons of stuff about it. Now it's like, oh yeah, a PlayStation 5's dropping. Dude, it's dropping this year.
Yeah, it's because they haven't really released that much info about it. Like they're just now starting to, right? The hype's gonna build. I mean, they're still gonna sell well. Yeah, but I don't know. Like,
I mean, I'll be getting both. It's a write-off.
I'll get both too. Exactly. I'm gonna have both. I mean, for exclusive purposes.
For sure.
I'm not missing out on any exclusives. Like it's so important, especially as a streamer.
This is a Halo year.
I don't like Halo. Well, okay. What Halo did you start with?
I started with Halo 2. Oh no! I played Halo 1, but like Halo 2, I really got into like that's what the game that like got me.
So
online.
you had an Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't. I never owned an original Xbox until way after the fact.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My first like online console was the 360.
Oh.
I was way behind.
So I remember we had Halo, an Xbox and Halo 1, at my dad's house. And me and my brothers, we would always play against each other in Halo 1 multiplayer and just beat the shit out of each other. And then Halo 2 came out, and my stepbrother got online, and we would play online. And I would it was his Xbox, and so like I would go over there. I remember like going over there and be like, "Hey, can I play your Xbox? Can I play your X?" And just like grind. And then finally I got my own, and it was dope. And then like obviously like Halo 3 came out, and like that's like when I like poured hours.
I played a lot of Halo 3 because that was on Xbox 360, so I did play a lot of that. I mean, I played Halo 1 because Halo 1 was on PC.
Okay, yeah.
It came out on PC, and I remember playing Halo 1 a little bit, but I don't think I ever owned it. It was just at like friends' houses and stuff. Yeah. And then I played Halo 2 on like my friend's modded Xbox, and he like had all these cheats, and he was like floating around doing weird shit. I don't even know. He had like a JTAG'd Xbox back in the day. I don't even know how he got it. And he had all these games, and like it was all on the console, and I thought it was the coolest shit ever. You know, now he could never go online because he would have got banned.
Right.
But, and then 360. I think the reason I wasn't that into Halo is because like I got into Gears, and then for some reason Halo just I don't know, man. It never was as good to me. I didn't like the combat. I to this day I don't like games where you're jumping and floating and you're like vertical fighting. I just don't like it.
I think the skill gap in like Halo 2, that Halo 2 is like I played more Halo 3 than I did Halo 2, but I have so much respect for Halo 2 and like competitive Halo 2 because the skill gap there was disgusting. I feel like vastly underrated. Like you had like these glitches, like literally, like we had weapon slide in Gears of War, and that was like a competitive. Like you needed to know how that, needed to know how to do that in order to play competitive. In Halo, you had like these ridiculous button combinations that were like glitches, but
what was it?
BXR. There was like RRX YY RRX, which would be a double shot. So you can go and like literally 4-shot a person in like 2 seconds. It was like nuts, dude. But like those things were like not patched out. It was just like you learn them, and you get good,
dude. Those things don't exist in games anymore.
No.
At least not games that I play. That was like a staple of like if you could like, at least
you
in
need
Gears,
to know how to BXR.
If you didn't know the glitches in Gears or how to you learn certain glitches to combat people who would abuse them, right?
Yeah.
So like, weapon sliding. If you didn't weapon slide, you were gonna get
you're
sniped.
an idiot.
You don't know how to play the game. If you don't weapon slide, you're gonna die constantly.
If you don't know how to do this glitch that wasn't intended to play the game, you're an idiot.
It's true though, right?
Yeah,
like
100%.
the only weapon slide that most people could do is the one on canals because you just go on the wall
and
then you walk and then it would just ride the wall. But then if you face really good players, they knew where you'd end up when you're done sliding and they'd headshot you anyway, right? Right by the post, right in front of the post. Like so you learn all those things, and then the worst part was if the connection was too good, you couldn't weapon slide.
Yeah, you need a little laggy connection.
You needed lag to be able to do it. Good old Gears 1. And then people would kung fu flip out of the map.
That shit was annoying.
And so I remember that, dude. I was getting so irritated because people would kung fu flip out of the map, and then it would end at a tie, and the rounds would last forever. So I literally I was so fucking mad one day. I was so sick of just timing rounds out. I went on YouTube, found out how to fucking kung fu flip, so I could kung fu flip out of the map and kill those sons of bitches.
Yeah.
That's literally why I learned. I never did it unless someone else did.
Yeah.
And then I would kung fu flip out and chase and at first, dude, it was amazing because they never expected it early on.
Right.
And then people started getting so good.
It was a part of the map, dude. It was
pretty much. And then it got to the point where everyone kung fu flip, and we were all just out of the map doing dumb shit. And it was just, oh my god. Same thing with roadie running.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's roadie running? I'll roadie run too.
Bet.
I can roadie run too. Let's have a roadie run battle.
Yeah.
It's like just stupid shit, dude. And I think those are really the only big ones. I think
Dude, you could go skydiving and stuff.
Oh, that was a funny glitch.
Yeah, there was some incredible.
But that didn't help you. That didn't give you an advantage.
No, you rarely could even get it off in like a competitive match.
Because it took time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that.
That was one of my favorites.
And then you could land up on the bell tower and like shoot down. Yeah, I do remember that shit. I remember fucking around in Gears sometimes.
Dude, it's so great.
God, dude, that's
the good old days.
God, that game had so many weird bugs. Why didn't they just fix them?
Why? I'm glad.
Well,
they tried to. There was like several iterations.
How did you not fix a weapon slide?
There were several iterations of it.
Was there?
Yeah, the first.
Oh, that's right.
Because
you could.
You didn't even need a wall.
Curb stomp.
Yeah.
You could curb stomp slide. That shit was cool.
You could still curb stomp slide, but like you could literally pick up a boom shot at gridlock. You wouldn't need a wall. You could pick it up and just like skate. And like get back around the wall, like no joke.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And then they patched that, and then it became like just input lag. So like because of the cover system, just there was enough lag and you timed it correctly, like the game wouldn't be able to input like X and A at the same time. Yeah. So if you hit it quick enough,
that's the one you can still do to this day.
Yeah.
You could and then because it became such a staple, they pretty much left that in all. I'm pretty sure you could weapon slide in Gears 2, same exact way.
Maybe.
Like it was harder to do it, but you could do it. Gears 3, was there a weapon slide in Gears 3? No, that's when they made it so you could like stand off to the side and like
pick
up weapons off like different angles and stuff. I don't think there was a weapon slide in that game. And then now in Gears 5, you can literally go into cover and pick up a weapon. You don't even have to be out of cover to do it. It doesn't force you into an animation. So they kind of fixed it, but I kind of do miss weapon sliding because that shit was fun. Weapon slide, pick up the sniper, slide into cover, blind fire some dude.
Yeah, bro.
You'd be like a badass.
It's the start of my montage.
Man. Good shit, bro. Good shit. But the games don't really have that kind of stuff anymore.
No, it's all exploits and it all gets like hot patched. I don't know.
It has to though. It has to.
Dude, I'm trying to think.
You can't. Here's the thing. I feel like game companies are smart enough now, especially like imagine, like okay, so a game like Fortnite and Warzone. There are things that are, it's an easy game for a reason. Like there's certain things that are kind of low denominator type shit. Like for example, fucking how long they left in akimbo pistols. They leave in overpowered shit so the really bad players have a good time. Yeah. Right? It makes them come back to the game and
or just capable of getting a kill.
Exactly.
There was like a study. There was a study that were like if you are not getting kills or you're not like participating, like you're obviously not gonna come back.
Right. Like look at Gears. Gears has such a high skill gap that if you didn't know all the glitches and you knew what to do, you were getting shit on. It was not fun. Yeah. You were getting dominated. And when the game first came out, you get smoke tagged, They'd hump you a shit ton. You'd get up. They'd smoke tag you again. You'd just get humped. Unlimited, dude. Remember? They didn't make it so 3 times you were dead, dude. Like, people would abuse it. And they still do that kind of shit, right? So, like, I don't know. I get it. I get it to some degree because you have to patch that shit out now. Or people just won't come and play your game.
Yeah, for sure.
So they have to have quality control. Like, quality control is so important these days. So it's just, man, it's a different time, bro. And I feel like development teams are way bigger than they used to be.
Yeah, true,
You know? Look at the teams that work on Fortnite.
Dude, massive.
Like, yeah, they probably. I don't know. I mean,
How do they keep their ducks in a row, dude? There's just so many people. Like the chain of command there is probably like insane.
Dude, they probably have a department that is dedicated to making skins larger than like some AAA complete developers
That's where the
of the entire
is.
game.
They probably got more people dedicated to like the creative side in making skins than they do like Eddie. That's probably the biggest department.
Probably,
at Fortnite.
actually, because it's a free to play game.
Hey,
but...
Tony, cactus skin.
Imagine the meetings they have, dude.
Dude,
that would actually be
things.
super fun.
My favorite thing about Fortnite is there's like no limits there when it comes to like skins and creativity and what they can do. If that's your job, you can go in. What if we had, dude, shaped like a glass of water, and when he's running at an angle, some spills out the back. Like,
I think I could do that.
There's like no limit. You can literally just say anything.
Dude, Fortnite's design team is probably love their job.
Yeah,
it's probably so much fun.
It's stressful for sure.
Oh yeah, but they did a really good job of kind of making it, like you said, they can do anything. They are not limited to anything.
Yeah, they didn't pigettiole themselves.
No,
they can get as ridiculous as they want.
It's a cartoony game that can do anything. They can collab with any company. They literally did it perfect. PUBG. No, because it's like a military sim. You know, they can't do too zany as shit because then it doesn't, it breaks the immersion, quote unquote. But like, same thing with Warzone. Like, Warzone is still Call of Duty. You can't like do some crazy ass shit. So
like the craziest stuff they do is literal like Tamagotchi watches. Dude, insane.
Which is pretty cool.
It's dope.
I like my Tamagotchi.
I quit mine yesterday.
There's a white one and a black one.
Yeah, I got the black one.
Me, same, bro. I got the black one. It looks dope. My Tamagotchi, I think it's
check
alive.
on him.
I don't really know.
He seems to be doing all right.
I wish I could like feed him, or like you get a kill and it feeds him and he levels up. That would be cool, dude.
Dude, in the middle, like the gas mask, you can't control it. It does it.
Fuck the gas mask. Anyways, we're going on tangents, dude. What were we talking about? We were talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and then we fell down.
Is that how we went?
Dude, I don't even know, man.
Dude,
we got other things we got to talk about. We haven't even gotten to the QA. Okay, so apparently some superstars in the league, NBA, got in a Zoom call, and they're really pushing for the NBA to come back. I saw like a list of the people. It was like Dame, LeBron, Kawhi. I was thinking of Kawhi in a Zoom call, just sitting there, just like not saying anything. Yep. I want basketball back. Yep, I'm back.
Boardman gets paid.
Boardman gets paid. Click. He's out of the Zoom call. He's like, he's ready.
I think that's a yes from Kawhi.
I think Kawhi's in, but Giannis was in there. But like, apparently, a bunch of these dudes were in a Zoom call, and they were talking about trying to get the season. But then again, it's like, how much push do the superstars have? You still got to get the commissioner and all the owners.
Yeah, there's a lot of like back end stuff.
A lot of moving parts to getting the NBA back.
But we're talking. I wouldn't surprise me if something like. Because now you have some states that are completely opening up beaches and restaurants and stuff like that, and then you have other states like California just went on lockdown. It's 3 more months.
3 more months.
Yeah,
probably.
At least. And so I really don't know where the U.S. is at, where the world's at with this, because it sounds like we're not ready to open up again. But
I want the NBA back, but I get it.
No, I think like they have enough money to do like regular screening and testing of the players, coaches, staff, and stuff like that. I really don't know how like readily available that stuff is, but if they choose to open up, I'm sure that's going to be available to them. Then it'll probably be confined. They're not going to open up stadiums or anything like that.
No, there won't be any fans allowed at this point. Like,
but I'm just trying to watch the game.
Yeah, dude. You know how so many people will watch just because sports has been gone forever. The numbers are going to be ridiculous.
We were just talking to Mike. Are football games going on?
No, I don't.
Okay,
not NFL.
They literally announced.
Oh, they announced their schedules
and stuff.
Yeah,
but also I think Mike said something that they're going to add like audience like background noise.
Yeah, like a lot of them are gonna do that.
So like just to make it seem more like at home, it would be really weird. I wonder if they would like do something like a simulated audience or something like that, because it would be weird to like watch just basketball.
It'll be like a laugh track. Like a
Yeah, but like even seeing just an empty arena, it'll
It's
probably
gonna
be
be weird.
weird for the players.
dude, the player. It's gonna be really weird.
Like,
It's
you
gonna be
hear-
silent. like
you-
they're at a scrim, like a scrimmage.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
dude.
weird.
Hear everything on the court, every single piece of trash
Dude,
talk.
I
the ball
actually kind
bouncing.
of hope they don't put any ambient noise and just, dude, fuck it, mic up all the players. That would be the most incredible experience we've ever watched. I would pay.
You know what?
I
They
would
wouldn't
pay
even
a
have to
premium.
They wouldn't even have to mic up the players.
That's true.
They could just have the audio.
It's true.
You could hear
The
'em.
announcer's mic would pick it up if there's nobody in the arena.
Dude.
They already do sometimes,
Yeah.
right? Or the mics under the baskets. Like, dude, if the NBA or any league, if any league offered like a even if it was like $30 a month, I like legitimately there would be so many people that would pay a premium
To listen in?
to listen in to players, even if it's like one player on a team every game, just
Yeah.
a different player or the same player. Honestly, I think I would still do it. Like if Dame was mic'd up, I mean, granted, I'm sure a lot of these players wouldn't want that because they just
Talk
they
shit
don't want people to
constantly,
listen in.
Yeah,
but
things
God,
get heated on the
it would be
court.
So I love mic'd up segments. It's one of my
Same.
favorite segments.
Dude,
in
Rasheed,
sports.
I watched one with Rasheed Wallace where he was just
That's a bad idea,
dude, going at like people, the refs and stuff even, and it was just like, bro.
I
too
love
funny.
it, dude. I absolutely want that. It would be so good. I mean, it's a different experience too when you're sitting like super close to players and you hear them and the coach and like it's a completely different experience.
It's awesome,
dude.
As a fan of basketball,
dude,
fantastic.
incredible. It's so good. They say the funniest shit, and it's just like especially in the NBA because like I feel like there's not a ton of people on an NBA team, right? Like at least compared to other sports.
Yeah.
So everyone
Sure.
knows everyone. It's a really tight knit group, right?
Yeah.
And so like all their relationships are just so like they just give each other shit constantly, and like it's I don't know, man. I love having that experience in the NBA.
Dude,
so if we
hell
ever
yeah.
had mic'd up, bro, I'm paying a premium.
For sure. I'm excited for that. How do you think it's going to work, though? As far as, like, do you think they're just going to continue out the season? They're going to shorten the season?
I mean, the season's almost done.
Right. It'd be
Yeah.
playoff time right now.
They're-
Finals time. No,
it-
May, June. June is finals.
Yeah, playoffs would have already
Yeah.
started. Yeah. It was. I think they're just gonna try to finish the season. I would assume.
I think, dude,
They don't have that much left.
I wish all they need to do, just take your current seeds and just do a big bracket tournament.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, is it like 15, 16 teams per
8 and 8.
8 and 8? Well, no, that's how many normally
Yeah,
make the
so you
playoffs.
use-
No, I'm saying, like, let every team in. Because,
All of them.
well,
Well, that's not fair because then what about the season so far?
I mean, what
What about the
we
teams
haven't
that
even
have
made it to-
qualified for the playoffs?
We haven't. I mean, they're good. Should be good enough to win in a tournament situation. If their
Yeah,
first seed's
I
going against the
guess.
15th seed.
Yeah.
What do you mean that's fair? Like
Dude,
people
but-
have births after like trade deadline. We didn't get to see anything after the trade deadline. We didn't get to see anything after All-Star break. And there's a lot of teams that make a lot of like really huge like comebacks in the season. They secure playoff spots. They make good runs. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, the Pistons. We weren't the year we won a championship. We weren't a championship team until we secured Rasheed Wallace, and that was at that trade deadline.
I think. I mean, if anything, they're either going to continue where they left off, or they're just going to go straight into the playoffs, which sucks because the Blazers aren't in the playoffs.
That's what I mean, though. Like, I think the Blazers are a playoff team this year.
Oh, they are, especially because Nurk's back.
Yeah.
Nurk's been healthy.
And
He's
so-
just waiting to come back.
And
He
so-
literally he would have came back over a month ago, 2 months ago.
Let me see.
2 months ago Nurk would have been back. So he's been ready, like game ready for 2 months. And Nurk on that team, that's a different squad right there. And I don't think Zach might be back too.
There's 30 teams.
Our starting power forward. Yeah, 30 teams.
30 teams. So you would have 1 through 15, maybe first seed. If you got the first, you get a bye.
I don't know
And
how they
then-
do it. I don't think they'll do that though. Because
That would be sick, though.
'cause
And I
then-
think that would get literally your entire fan base involved.
that would be incredible if they did that. Because
That'd
then,
be so huge.
every team does technically still get a chance. It's just like a crazy end of the season with everything going on.
Do like
you know?
a best of 3 for like the first few rounds. A best of 3, something simple.
That
you
would
know?
be so sick.
Dude.
God, that would be so amazing to watch as a fan.
Right?
Holy shit. Watch like a 15 seed win it all somehow.
Bro.
Which would be incredible.
Right.
Dude, the Hornets come out of
Dude,
nowhere.
I mean, like, granted, should that happen, I feel like it would be like they wouldn't get credit for it. They'd be like, oh no, it was that, like the shortened
Right.
season.
Oh,
like,
it was
still-
that season.
Like people still, it was the Warriors who won the shortened season,
the
right?
2020, yeah.
And
yeah.
they're like, his people still to this
Oh,
day.
I don't know.
I
actually.
don't remember. Or maybe it was like LeBron who won. I don't remember.
Wait, shortened season.
They
Was
had the lockout.
The lockout? When was
Yeah.
that? Dude, I forgot all about that.
Heat 2012.
2012. How shortened was it?
It was only like 50 games or something like that.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dude, why do I not remember that?
Dude, it was the player association. They were they
I mean, I remember the lockout.
the players wouldn't play.
Damn, it'd be like that. Get your money, get your bread.
Yeah, dude. Dude, but that would be sick. I hope someone, because I mean, if you finish up the season and go into playoffs anyways, you're gonna be literally running into next season. They virtually won't have an off season.
True.
And like,
well, they're gonna have to have an off season to give people a break. Well, even
that's
though
what I mean.
they just
like,
had a 2-month
when do they
break,
do that? But
yeah, everything's fucked up, dude. I don't know. I don't know.
Give us a tournament, NBA.
Please.
Give us a tournament.
That would be so good. I mean, they've wanted to do a mid-season tournament
right,
too.
This is your chance. Test it out.
Test it out. True. All right, moving on, because, man, we are, whew. Okay, I got a question for you. I asked my stream this the other day, and it's very interesting. I saw it, and I like it because there's a lot of different answers.
Okay.
And either one could be right. Batman versus John Wick.
John Wick wins 100% the time.
Really?
Yeah.
You think John Wick wins?
So
Why? Tell me why.
So I think Batman's a fake-ass superhero anyways. He's just rich with an attitude problem. All right?
Okay. I mean, okay.
Bro, like, honestly, if I was turbo rich, I could be Batman. I might be Batman, for all y'all know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like
Definitely
you go, he's just a dude. He's just a dude. And John Wick, John Wick murders people for a living.
But Batman has literally, like, he can get shot and it doesn't do anything.
John Wick will figure it out.
What is
Batman's scared? He won't even kill John Wick. Batman doesn't kill people.
Right, I'm not saying who kills
So
him,
John
just
Wick,
wins
so
in a
he
fight.
literally can't win in a fight.
You could win in a fight without killing someone, Vern.
Not in John Wick's world. You haven't won until that man is
Sure,
dead.
he'll keep coming back.
Yeah.
He'll keep coming back. That's valid. But he could, like, you know, put John Wick in prison. John Wick would break out somehow and kill everybody in the prison. But I just think it's a good question. I think you could make an argument that Batman could be John Wick.
Yeah, okay, no. If we're being, I like to rile up all the Batman fans by saying he's not a real superhero, because technically he doesn't have any superpowers except being super rich, and so
yeah, you're right.
But so I just like saying that to get under the skin.
But to some people, that's kind of like a superpower.
Being super
he has
rich,
so much money that it's pretty much he can do whatever he wants. He can build. He can have whatever he wants built. That's pretty much a superpower.
Yeah. But I honestly, in a like straight up just fist fight where you couldn't kill, I think Batman might win.
So is Iron Man a real superhero? Because all he has is money, essentially. Too.
Yeah, because he's Iron Man.
But that's different because Iron Man is himself is smart. Yeah. Batman is not. He doesn't create all that tech.
Yeah, no, but he's still
Iron Man does.
He's still smart, I would say. Iron Man, the suit is Iron Man.
But Batman,
Tony Stark is just a
Batman
creator.
is trained. Like, remember, like he literally goes through training. Like he's literally an assassin. Like, dude, he goes through the
who
most
doesn't kill
intense
people.
Training. Right, he doesn't kill people, but that doesn't mean he's not trained.
That's like,
to be
bro. When we play the Spider-Man game on PS4, I just pretend. I'm
what?
murdering people all the time.
Jesus.
Like, you know, like when you kick someone off a roof, if you go and look, they're like strung up, right? By Spider-Man's webs. Like, you actually can't kill people in Spider-Man. And I will literally be playing the game and be like, just murdered him. And chat would be like, Spider-Man doesn't kill, dude. He go look. He didn't kill him. I'm like, no, that fucker's dead. I kicked him off a 14-story building. He's dead.
That's true. And you're like throwing cars at people and shit. Like
Spider-Man doesn't
people
kill.
Are dying, dude.
Bro.
In Batman games, you kill motherfuckers.
Dude, several times. As much as I can. I'm murdering everyone.
Yeah. I feel you. I just think that's a good question. Batman versus John Wick.
I would like to think John Wick would win in the end, but I think Batman could win in the fight.
No, man. I mean, Batman could just do shit from a distance. You know?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. If killing's not allowed, so if it was a fight to the death, John Wick would 100% of the time, no questions asked.
Yeah, well,
but if it's just like a fist fight,
if Batman could kill him, if Batman just decided, oh, I'm gonna kill John Wick today, he could kill him. What do you mean? Just because he doesn't mean he couldn't.
But he wouldn't. He wouldn't. If it was a fight to the death, Batman would be like,
I don't know, man. I was leaning towards John Wick, but I think Batman could beat him.
Batman, it's this dude. The suit helps.
Batman can do whatever. He
like
can
John Wick's suit doesn't provide any. It's probably more restricting than anything. It's
bulletproof, and he's got some like.
John Wick does?
Yeah, you've seen John Wick.
I've
bro.
seen
He
all of
gets
them
a special
several times.
suit.
Oh man,
he gets a custom made suit that's like bulletproof and shit. It's got Kevlar in it or something.
Okay.
He gets it lined. He's got like bulletproof lining and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, what? How many? You've seen these movies and you never noticed that?
I watched John
Wick 3 in the theaters. He goes to the tailor and he gets it custom made.
Dude, I guess
like
I gotta rewatch
3
him.
times in all movies.
He goes to the tailor in every movie?
Pretty much. That's like a big thing. He goes to like the the arms dealer, which is his tailor, which makes his suit and gives him guns, right? I'm pretty sure. That's like a big part of the story, man. What were you watching?
Dude, I don't know. Maybe I was just lost in Keanu Reeves' eyes or something.
Maybe it's not in all movies, but he's yeah, that's true. Keanu, man, bro. He ages like a fine
I didn't remember that.
Dude.
It doesn't surprise me. But now that we have that information, I'm even more John Wick. What are you gonna throw your little boomerang prick John Wick?
The Batwing?
Dude.
The Batarang? Is it the Batarang or the Batwing? Dude. The Batwing is the move I call when I shave my testicles.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not the Batwing, it's the Batarang.
Imagine having a weapon that was equivalent to shaving your
Batman
nuts.
could throw that. He could like slice John Wick's
Achilles. You think John Wick's actually getting hit by that?
You think he's dodging a Batarang?
100%.
This is John Wick, bro. He gets hit by cars like 9 times in a movie. You think he's gonna dodge this high-speed Batarang that's thrown with precision?
You're out of your fucking mind right now. If you think John Wick's not fucking... He's literally Neo.
That's not Neo. That's John Wick.
How are you gonna look
It's
me
a
in my
different
fucking
character.
eye? Oh my god! You don't think it's the same universe? You don't think John Wick's 4 gonna reveal to us that Neo is?
Is John Wick a prequel?
Dude,
or is it a?
No, Matrix is the prequel.
Okay, that's
and
when
it
he's
births
born.
John Wick.
And then he. Oh wow, interesting.
It's still the Matrix, but now John Wick runs it.
Oh, so the Matrix is that's how John Wick learns everything. That's his training. He learns jujitsu. Yeah. I just learned jujitsu. I Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I love the Matrix. The Matrix is still one of the most incredible movies ever made.
This year we haven't talked about it
yet.
The
new Matrix is coming out,
bro. It's Keanu Reeves weekend.
Same day.
Yeah, John
Holy
Wick 4
shit.
and Matrix are coming out on the same day,
dude. Double header.
Double feature. I hope movie theaters are open at this time.
Oh my god!
If not, you better.
Not anymore. It got delayed, dude. Of course it did. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter because if they launch it, I hope they launch it on demand or something. Because I'll watch both back to back.
You better make enough money to rent out a theater, dude. Because I'm not watching it at home.
True.
And I don't make enough.
I gotta make the money.
I don't make enough money to rent out a fucking theater,
I don't
dude.
either, dude. Come on, bro. I got like a dog.
Deadass, you're being very selfish right now. Rent out a movie theater for me and the rest of your friends. And let us watch John Wick and Matrix.
They haven't finished filming. It was delayed a year. Here's the thing.
It was delayed a year?
That's thanks, COVID. You fuck. You're hurting our world and our great movies that we were. Dude, that was Keanu Day.
Regardless, it's coming.
It is coming, and I can't.
And
wait.
I'm fucking excited.
I think, like, don't get me wrong. I love John Wick, but I think I need to watch The Matrix 4 first. I'm more excited for The Matrix 4.
Yeah.
Because I know
it's been a while.
Yeah, I know what I'm gonna get with John Wick, right? I know it's gonna be great. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna love it. But it's been so long since I've seen The Matrix, and I want to see all the characters back. I gotta watch The Matrix 4.
I'm just happy Keanu is getting his.
Keanu is legendary status at this point. He is legendary status.
I'll
watch
Keanu.
If
you ever want to come on the podcast and talk to us about your several incredible roles. Cyberpunk's coming out. If you're doing a press tour for Cyberpunk, Keanu, we'd love to have you.
Dude, I can't wait to play Cyberpunk with Keanu Reeves in it.
Incredible.
God, he's going to make that game. That game's going to be good. That game, breathtaking. He is breathtaking. He is an incredible person. I love him.
Same.
Guys, God, we are, fuck it. It doesn't matter. What else do you got going on?
Bro, I really feel like we should at least answer a few questions from chat because we said we like hyped it up in the beginning. I was like, hey, you normally ignore you guys, and then this is going to be your opportunity for us to see you and acknowledge you. So if chat, this is going to we've had a stellar podcast today.
We have,
and it's gone on quite a bit, and so we'll quickly answer.
I feel like it was a little bit of a slow start, but then it just.
Are you kidding me? We
revamped. What's the word I'm looking for?
Ramped.
Ramped. It
up.
ramped up.
Yep, that's the word.
It doesn't sound right.
100%. It's definitely not revamped, dude.
No, not revamped.
Not vamped isn't a word.
Unless we're talking vamped is a word.
Yeah, if we're talking vampires and Halloween,
no,
you're about to get vamped, honey.
I don't think that's a thing.
You.
I think vamped is a word. I don't know. It amped up. Maybe amp's the word I was looking for. Something with amped in
No,
it. I don't know.
It ramped up.
Yeah,
It literally
bro,
ramped
we're not
up.
driving motorcycles. All right, come on, dude. We're not monster truck drivers.
Amped? What are we doing? Getting amped, brother?
Getting
amped. All right, so feel free to. And speaking of getting amped, if you guys are excited to ask us any questions in the chat, now would be the opportunity. Listeners, sorry you didn't get to participate, but hopefully Twitch chat has you guys covered.
True.
It can be about anything, whatever you want.
Oh, that's a good question. Would I drink vagina beer?
Oh, yeah. So this is a big. I think we talked about this on
vagina beer means
yeast from the vagina.
Beer made with the yeast from a vagina.
Yeah, it's a real thing. And
is it sanitary? Like is it?
Yeah,
like it's not.
I
gonna,
don't think they could sell it if it was gonna hurt you.
Oh, so you can buy it.
Yeah.
I would.
Okay. Before we get into this, let me see.
It depends on whose vagina.
Produces the yeast. Let me sell this to you. Vagina beer. You can literally on their website. You can go select from.
Can I send in my own yeast?
Any model. Well, no, you don't have a vagina.
Oh, you have to pick the woman.
You can pick the model. You can get vagina beer, specially brewed from.
So
Francesca
wait, I don't. Okay, hang on. What is the process in which a vagina creates yeast?
I don't know, dude.
Do they need to do something that's unsanitary to their body to produce said yeast?
I don't think they.
Or is it like a thing that? Because I don't. That doesn't sound right to me.
No,
I don't think it's common for.
It naturally happens.
Does it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I mean, I don't have a vagina, so if anyone listening to this has a vagina, please.
But yeah, it's. I mean,
educate us.
Would you try it? Vagina beer.
No, I don't think I would.
Really?
No, that sounds pretty foul.
Dude, I don't know.
I'm not gonna drink some fucking beer made from some random lady's vagina yeast.
Dude, I think
I'm good.
I would. I would
You
do
would?
it. Yeah.
So wait,
just to say I've done it.
What's the website?
You're gonna order vagina. I mean, I would have to get I wouldn't do it under any normal circumstances. But
wait, episode 21 of our podcast is our drinking podcast. Why don't I order you some vagina yeast beer and you drink it?
No, I would try it.
You don't want to do this. You just said you do this.
All right, because then we're gonna start selling out on the podcast, and that's not what we're here for. But
you're backing out. You just
we'll
said
discuss.
you do it.
We'll discuss. I'm not gonna do it for their pleasure unless they pay me to do it.
They do.
This is for me.
Wow.
I want It's just like trying anything else, any foods, drinks, liquid.
It's just like that.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Bro, dude, you literally
try some escargot.
You
vagina beer,
bro. You put nasty things in your mouth, bro.
Like what,
bro? You be putting nasty things in your mouth.
Like what,
bro? Anything, and bro,
you keep saying nasty. Tell me what
I'm just saying, like shellfish and shit. We be sucking on.
The nastiest thing I put in my mouth is like I put a shoey.
I've guaranteed.
That's different.
I've guaranteed you.
That ain't no vagina.
At some point in your life, have eaten an undeveined shrimp, which is their entire intestines.
With a little poop in there?
Yeah.
Oh, I've eaten that.
Right. Disgusting.
A little shrimp poop. Nothing wrong with that.
But that's what I'm saying. But because that's normal. People eat shrimp all the time, and sometimes you might get some shit in your shrimp. It's okay. It's normal. No, it's still shit. It's gross.
I mean,
but it's normalized. But now it's vagina beer because people aren't like, oh yeah, no, let me get that vagina beer.
Here's the thing.
You just never had it. I'm just saying, be
if
open
it was
to
like
it.
a vagina, I'll be honest. I think if it was Sturf's vagina yeast beer, granted, I would never want her to have to produce that. But I think I would try that because then I know what vagina it's from.
Yeah.
And that's different. I mean, I've licked some booty holes in my day, so it's not like, it's not the worst
and this
thing.
man's scared of vagina beer.
Why? There's no, what does that mean? There's nothing wrong with the booty hole.
It's produced. It's like it's a product. I don't think that I would hope that they can't just put stuff on the market that's gonna be like not good. I mean take that with a grain of salt. I realize that a lot of things on the market aren't good for you, but it's not gonna. Well, a lot of things will kill you as well. But we still drink them and eat them anyways. So I would be open to trying the vagina beer for sure.
Okay. I would have to say no. But we should order some.
Yeah, sure. I'll set a sub goal this week, and we'll see if we can hit it before next podcast.
If you what's your sub goal? Say it now, and if you hit it, maybe I will try it with you.
I've never talked about my sub count. Ever.
It doesn't matter. Just okay. You don't have to say it now. We'll just make a sub goal, and if you hit it, maybe I will try. I'll have you try it first. You test the waters, and you go, "Oh, that shit's no." Maybe I'm not gonna sign myself up for that. I can't do it. I'm already thinking.
Wow,
about
you wouldn't sell out for your friend?
No,
You could put food on my table and you're not, so you don't have to drink a couple of vagina beers, dude.
A couple? Like a sip?
Dude, we're cheersing, we're chugging.
No, dude. I think I'm good. Never mind.
Is this
I'm backing out.
I'm like that level of horny.
I'm backing out,
quarantine?
dude. This is disgusting. Anyways, that was our first question from our audience. So what do you know? It's regarding vaginas and boners and something. Wow, shocking.
Dude, rip sponsors I see in the chat. Who knows? Maybe Vagina Beer Company will sponsor us.
Dude, they're trying to get into the market. They're trying to make a name for themselves. This is a good start, I think. Brothers to the End podcast. We'll definitely advertise your vagina beer. If it's
times
homemade,
are tough. We'll advertise pretty much anything at this point. I'm broke.
Oh my God! Imagine we get a couple emails tomorrow from vagina beer companies.
Dude, I
fans.
literally had an email from a dude who was asking me my rate of rating people after my streams. Like I was even relevant. Like you were gonna get that. Like
you told me
success.
this. Yeah,
I posted it on Twitter. It was super funny. Made me feel good. You know?
Dude, box for box. Someone said, "Have you ever had a wet dream?"
Yes.
What
the fuck?
Many.
Dude,
all the time actually.
When I was hitting puberty, I haven't had one in a very long time.
I'm just kidding.
But when I was hitting puberty, dude, it's put me in some like really fucking weird situations.
Why?
I remember like there was one time we're like, dude, I had to have been like, I was definitely double digits, so I was over 10. I don't think I was a teenager though.
I was having wet dreams till I was like 14. What the fuck?
No, I wasn't.
10?
I definitely wasn't in high school.
You having wet dreams at 10?
I was a child, but I was on like
what the fuck?
Dude, yeah.
Bro, you were an early sprouter.
Yeah, and then I just don't have sex, so.
Damn, dude, you used it up too quickly.
But maybe. Maybe. But dude, yeah, it would just, I don't know, it would just like fucking it's awkward in general. It's just a really awkward experience to have happen to you. But like as an adult male, like it fucking happens. But,
wait, it happens now?
No, but you know it's natural to happen.
Oh yeah, when it happens, you're just like, well, I guess I was having a good dream. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, dude, I can't.
Dude, I look forward to sex dreams.
Dude, I look forward to wet dreams.
Well, I don't know.
Waking up with stickiness.
Yeah, no, not that part of it. But bro, it's been so long that like, if I can just dream about a titty, I'm stoked.
Wake up with my sheet stuck to me.
You can just anybody who has any questions, we'll probably answer like a couple more, but you can just throw them in chat.
Yeah, just throw them in the chat if you guys got any questions. Maybe stay away from wet dream or vagina based questions.
I feel like we've
penis related.
I feel like we've had other questions.
Come on, show us that you have better questions for us. I know you guys can come up with some better ones than that. All right,
can be about literally anything. We've been streaming for a long time. We have a lot of experience with that. Brennan has a girlfriend, so I mean he can answer questions about that.
Actually, someone just said, do you have any vivid dreams you remember to this day? Like, have you ever had such a vivid dream that you still remember it to this day?
Oh yeah, several.
So I actually wrote this down as a topic, so it's funny that we're talking about dreams. I literally had a dream last night. I don't know about you guys, but I have really fucked up dreams, like all the time. Like Steph she's like, you're kind of weird. Like I don't know why.
Crazy.
I have really violent, hyper violent, bloody death, like people being shot, murdered, like me being stabbed. Like I have really fucked up dreams. So last night I had a dream and I was like on this farmland, but we were like in this we were like at a gate, and it was like one property and another property right next to each other. But we were on our property. I don't know why it was our property, but it was. And it was me and my dogs. And I remember some people being there with me, but I don't remember who it was. And Sully ran off.
I heard you talking about this on stream.
Sully ran off, and I went to go find him, and I run, and he's like in this like shed. He's like across the property line. So he went across. I didn't hear any noises or anything like that. But I go into this shed, and Sully's in there. And there's a bunch of people in there, and I look at Sully, and he's just gushing blood out of his neck.
I don't like this story.
And I go up, and instantly I go and I put my hand to cover it, and I'm like, "What the fuck did you do to my dog?" And he's like, "Your dog came into our property. I shot him." The dude's like smiling and laughing at me, and I'm just sitting there like horrified because my dog is like bleeding and I can't do anything. Yeah. So I woke up feeling like John Wick today, about to kill a motherfucker. I was just glad I woke up. I literally I woke up and I I hugged Celso because he sleeps with his butt right next to me every night. So I hugged his butt, and I was like, oh, my boy, he's fine. He's safe. Dude, I was so scared, bro. That was, like, the worst. I have a lot of fucked up dreams like that.
Yeah, I don't like
where
that.
Where people die and shit, man.
I mean,
what does that mean?
Most of my really fucked up dreams involve, like, me dying. Like, I have a lot of stress dreams where, like, I'm smoking a wall in a vehicle.
Oh, do you ever have that dream where you drive a car off a bridge and plunge into deep water?
Oh, no, a lot of times. Mine's never, like, involves water. But
mine always involves water.
I'll take, like, like, I'll be going, like, down a slope too quickly or, like, crest a slope too quickly and, like, fly up and then, like, fucking slam into the ground and yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
Awful.
Dude, so I don't know what it is, man. I don't remember. Maybe it's because I remember the fucked up dreams because they stick with me more.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I think I have a lot of fucked up dreams. But obviously, we're all dreaming.
I heard
we dream
we
a
dream
lot
every we dream every night. We just don't remember it.
Correct.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's correct. Or
No,
not,
that is correct. Where you
you're a sleep doctor now?
You dream. No, it's factual. You dream every night. You just don't necessarily remember all your dreams. Some you do. So I feel like maybe that's a thing. It's like those ones stick with me more so. Granted, I think you only dream when you're in REM sleep. So if you don't hit REM cycle, then you're not going to remember your dreams or you're not going to dream. But I don't know, man. I've always had just like super fucked up dreams. I remember one, I was sitting in a car driving with my little sister and some dude like ran in front of our car and then fucking shot my little sister and then shot me, and I woke up and I could feel I had like
warm
hot rush down my neck where I got shot and it felt like I was bleeding.
I've had that before.
Dude, that was horrifying. I don't know. I just have really fucked up. Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Dude,
twice.
That is one of the scariest things. I kind of thought it was a joke. Like I didn't think sleep paralysis was a thing until I experienced it. And it is horrifying.
I would hear about it and I just hope that I never experienced it, but I did it twice and I found out what causes it for me. It's when I fall asleep on my back is when I'm a side sleeper or a stomach sleeper. But when I fall asleep like directly on my back, it's happened twice now in like recent memory, and both times I don't think it was a thing when I was younger, but both times I got sleep paralysis, and it was fucking terrifying. The second time, I'm gonna go into story time real quick because it fucked me up and it was awful. So I had just wrapped up like a drinking stream and I had a bottle with me, and I'm doing like my nightly stuff, a bottle of beer. I take it in the shower, I'm finishing it, whatever. Like get changed for ready for bed.
Wait, did you say your nightly beer?
After the stream, the shower beer.
You every night?
Well,
you shower beer it up?
I would.
Living his best life, dude.
Yeah, I would. If I said that, I didn't mean it. I meant like after the drinking stream.
I might have misheard you.
And so like I have this bottle of beer. I'm finishing it, and I set it on my nightstand. I'm kind of just watching there, like hanging out, watching TV, and I end up falling asleep on my back. And I wake up in the middle of the night, and I'm literally just laying in bed, and I can't move. Sleep paralysis part. I can't move, but I can sense someone right next to me, staring at me.
Yep.
And I'm able. I can't move my head, but I can look out of my peripherals.
Your eyes. Yep.
And I see a woman standing there, like grudge woman. So she like had like just like this long just sleep like garment on, and her hair was like very dark. I remember because I couldn't make out, just like a shadow, just the outlines of everything. And her hair was draped in her face. Yep. And she had that beer bottle that was on my nightstand, and she was just swinging it next to my face.
Bro, you had the exact same one. I had the exact same thing. It happened in this house. When I first moved in, I moved in here and I was by myself, right? Mm-hmm. And I had just moved in. It's, big. I'm like by myself in this big house. So it was already kind of spooky. It's new. It didn't feel like home yet.
Right. And
I took a nap, but it was like starting to get dark. It was like 6 or 7 p.m. And I fell asleep. It was on my back. And I woke up and the room was empty and I could see, and it was dark, and I couldn't move. All I could do was I couldn't even move my eyes. It was just peripheral vision, and it was literally, I could see the figure standing right there, just not moving. But I swear I could feel it breathing on me.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, nope. And I
instantly,
in my head, I went, what the fuck? I'm dying. Someone's killing me. And then I realized, no, wait, I do know what this is. This is sleep paralysis. And I forced myself back asleep. And then when I open my eyes again,
I never had that. I don't even remember. I don't remember how it ends or anything like that, but I do remember it being not a good fucking time, and I remember those dreams vividly.
Yeah, it was horrifying. That was my first experience, my only experience. I've never experienced it since. Thank God, because it was absolutely horrific. Like, I do not want to experience that ever again. So now I finally understand where people are like, yeah, sleep paralysis, that was a fun night. And I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm good on that. All right. We've been going for a minute now, but there's one really good answer or really good question. Yeah, that I thought we could both weigh in on.
Okay.
They said, how often do men in their 20s worry about not being able to provide about their future family financially?
Oh, man. How often?
Yeah.
Every day.
Dude, I remember having
every day.
Like stressing about that kind of stuff. Like even before I was in my 20s, I was like in the factory, like 19 years old, 18, 19 years old, like writing shit out and like calculating and being like, is this like, I can live off this? Like, can I provide off this? And like really going through it and like how I'm calculating how many hours I need to make. And like, I mean, things, thank God I've been put in a situation right now where like, I feel like I could raise a family on my current income right now, but it's so fleeting. It's like fluctuates so heavily from month to month that it scares me.
Well, it's different. Yeah. I mean, it's fucking hard, man. I think that's something that I don't think I'll ever not think about or worry about or stress about. Like, you know, it obviously when I was in my young 20s, it was just me.
Yeah.
You know, like, I can take care of me even if I don't make shit. I can live on top ramen and ice cubes.
I'll be okay.
And like,
For
I'll
sure,
be
for
okay.
sure.
Like, I'll be able to take care of myself. But then, you know, things change and you get older and you know, now, you know, things are just a little different.
Yeah.
Now I have more obligations and more bills and a mortgage and like things stack. But you just, honestly, I think everybody experiences that. You just keep going.
I do think it depends on the person, just because I feel like people who like don't see themselves having kids growing up, you know, would probably not have that like mentality at all.
Like
I've always wanted, I've always known that I wanted kids eventually, you know, and so it's always been something that's been in the back of my mind. Maybe not the forefront. It's not something that I worry about daily, but there's like certain things will happen, I'll be put in certain situations where I'm like, oh, like get it together.
I just hope that I'm able to be financially stable enough to be able to take care of my kids, you know, in the future. That's the most important part. So, but that's going to be an everyday issue.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think
an everyday stress, not necessarily an issue, but that's it's with anybody.
It's just one of the things that you kind of file away.
And you cross bridges when you get to them. Like, you know, but if you worry about it and stress about it, you're always going to worry and stress about it. And your life's going to be miserable, you know?
It'd be very, very easy to.
One day at a time, my friend. One day at a time.
Big true.
Do your best.
Big true.
So, anything else?
Dude, I think it was a good one today. It was a long one.
That was a long one.
Yeah. Every single time, I'm like, we should keep it between like an hour and a half.
2 hours.
Like, yeah. And then we're like hour 45, and I'm like, ooh,
shit, we've gotten through 2 topics in an hour 45.
Like our conversation flow as well,
True.
but I just enjoy talking to you, man. So
if there's any dream doctors, dream readers, dream
people.
If you know shit about dreams, tweet at me and let me know why I have really fucked up, bloody, murder, violent dreams. I need to know why. Is there things I can do to fix it? Is it because I play too many violent video games? Am I a psychopath?
More likely.
Yeah? I don't know. So let me know, or do I need to do something at night to like make it so I don't have these fucked up dreams? You know? I don't know. Do I need to have more wet dreams?
Dude, honestly,
I think everybody needs to have more wet dreams. Do girls have wet dreams?
I wouldn't know, actually.
That's so, I don't know why I just thought about that.
We gotta have
vaginal discharge.
When you say it like that, it sounds like they have a problem. Things, I mean, technically you're not wrong, but when you say it like that, it sounds like it's
Oh,
like
man.
if you have a wet dream, like, okay, yeah, those things happen. But if you say my penis is discharging,
I mean, that's what they do. Discharge that girt.
Okay. Well,
discharge that girt, baby.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the podcast. Thank you guys so much.
Oh my gosh, am I queuing up the music while you outro this?
For hanging out. Yeah, sure.
Compare today's stream to like a banana cake. Go.
Oh, speaking of banana cakes. Absolutely. What is a banana cake, dude? It's
a banana
absolutely
cake.
delicious, and I hope you guys had a scrumptious time today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful weekend, evening, night, morning, whatever it is that you're watching this. You're beautiful. We appreciate you. If you want more of him, at GoldGloveTV everywhere. Vern Notice, myself, everywhere. And hopefully we see you guys in 2 weeks for the episode 21.
That's true.
Thanks
for
for
watching,
hanging.
guys. Have a good one. Is this music? Is this?
Hello?
I think it's
I
good.
said goodbye. Go.
Hey, we're outroing this.
Oh, yeah.
Have a
goodbye.
great day.
Yeah.
We love you.
I thought we already
Dearly.
literally just did that. Can you cue up the music, please?
The music should be on.
It's not on, dude. I don't see the music on. It's literally me. Hello? Yeah, no, it's just me. Bro.
The music's
There.
on.
Okay. Goodbye,
It's
everyone.
coming. Bye, guys.
I'm bad at pretending, you know I'll be true. Sunday mornings and midnight lights turn into songs that you watch me write. Stole your sweater on that night. You took a picture, keep by my bedside. So you're mine when you're gone.